Yo! What is good? Sixer Nation, Philly Take Nation, what is up? Welcome on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB, 76ers Game Day Live Show. West Coast trip number 1 of the season. Can you believe it's February already? 49 games in. Sixers head out west. First of a back-to-back tonight against the Red Hot Clippers. Can the Sixers continue their momentum from the other night? Can they step it up big time? We are a couple days away from the trade deadline. It's trade deadline week. Will the Sixers make a big move? No Paul George for the next couple months. We have a lot to get into, and it all starts tonight. Hope you made some coffee, some espresso, whatever floats your boat. It's going to be a late one tonight. 5 straight games on the West Coast, but you know RB, man. We don't miss one. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in to another edition, number 49 of the campaign. You know what time it is, man. We need all that energy in the chat tonight and for this week. And ladies and gentlemen, it is the West Coast trip. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're tapping in from. Welcome in officially to Philly Take with RB. It is the 76ers Game Day Live Show. As always, we are presented by our great friends at National University. Shout out to NU. And we're powered by the Sleeper app. We have the 27-21 Philadelphia 76ers taking on the 23-25 LA Clippers. This is the number 1 Sixers Game Day Live Show, where we give you pregame, live game, and postgame coverage, including our staple play-by-play reactions and analysis as it all goes down. We'll read out your comments in real time. We will take your calls. Maybe not tonight because it's going to be late, but we take them after every game. Most importantly, though, we read out your comments in the chat. So make sure you get active in there. Ladies and gentlemen, one favor only, since this is especially not in our normal streaming time. I need you to go down below and hit that thumbs up button, man. Help us push this through the YouTube algorithm. Hit that red subscribe button as well if you want to join the family. And if you want to become a member, hit that join button or the link down in the description. It's also pinned in the chat. You can become a channel member, get your name highlighted, get your comments read out priority, get the loyalty badges and the channel member emojis, custom and available to only the channel members. Last but not least, make sure you follow us on all social platforms, Instagram, TikTok, at Philly Take with RB. Same thing over on Facebook. And follow me on Twitter at RB Philly Take, where I talk to you behind the scenes. I have been doing a lot of tweeting last couple days, been talking about Sixers trade targets. So, like I said, extra stuff beyond the YouTube show. And also, we did drop a couple videos this past week and this weekend. So, if you want my thoughts, right? I see a lot of people come in and they're like, RB, what are your thoughts on this trade or this target? Most likely, I've already talked about it. So, check out our videos, our shorts, our live shows, our tweets, all that stuff. And make sure you turn on the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of it. All right, man, it is time to get it started with the Sixers pregame live show, where we give you the analysis every single game. First off, we got 100 people in the chat, so already 100 people who are absolutely psycho, tuned in, ready to go. Let me know how you're feeling. It's going to be a late one, like I said, at least for me. But that's what we do, man. That's what we do. Also, this game is exclusively broadcasting on Peacock, so this is the second time we've had to do this year, so we'll see how it goes. If we get behind or things start getting messed up, We will fix it as we go. We could talk some trade deadline today. We will be live streaming or dropping a instant reaction video on Thursday after the trade deadline. So we'll have a lot to get into there. But let's talk about this matchup tonight because I'll be honest, I talked a lot of smack on the LA Clippers to begin the season. And of course, in Sixer fashion, they run into a team that is absolutely red hot right now. Clippers have won 17 of their last 21 games. They have won 10 out of their last 12 games. Sixers, on the other hand, 4 out of their last 6. They've been playing some bad teams, just squeaking by. If the 76ers play the way that they have been against this Clippers team, I don't know that the outcome is going to be oh so positive. However, James Harden out again tonight with personal reasons. So James Harden will not play. Derrick Jones Jr. is out with a right knee sprain. And we already know about Bradley Beal. He's out for the season with that hip fracture. For the 76ers, Paul George out with suspension. Joel Embiid has been probable all day, and he is ruled good to go. So Joel will play tonight. And Kelly Oubre, per usual, listed on the injury report, but he is available as well. So no James Harden. I mean, that takes away a level of creation, facilitation for the LA Clippers. But just as a quick nod to what I said yesterday, if you didn't check out my video or my short, Joel Embiid and Kawhi Leonard, I also believe, both got snubbed from the All-Star game. That is the reason that the Clippers have really emerged. I mean, Kawhi Leonard is playing amazing basketball, having maybe one of his best seasons ever. Matter of fact, what is he even averaging? He's averaging 27.6 points a game. I wonder if that's his career high. Because I know, obviously, he had that big playoff run in Toronto. Let's see. As of right now, yes, that actually is his career high. So 27.6 points per game for Kawhi Leonard. He's averaging 6.2 rebounds, 3.6 assists, and 2 steals. So this might be the earliest Dr. Johnny that we drop in the chat, but we do have to give some love to Dr. Johnny because not only did he fix Joel Embiid, he fixed Kawhi Leonard. Like Jonathan Glashow right now, in my opinion, like if there was a doctor's, Hall of Fame ceremony tied to sports, I think Dr. Johnny should be in the running for like a first ballot Hall of Fame right now because this guy fixed 2 players. I remember like 3 years ago, they told Kawhi Leonard, listen, man, you're a great player, but you're going to have degenerative knee issues for the rest of your career. Like you will never be the same. And we thought the same thing with Joel Embiid. And both of these guys are playing their best right now. So anyway, Kawhi Leonard has led the Clippers on a resurgence. Now, I have to be honest still, and this might sound a little haterish, still don't believe in the Clippers at all. Don't think that they're some contender in a tough Western Conference. You have to give them credit. They're playing well right now. But without Derrick Jones Jr. tonight, without James Harden, it will be a lot harder. Now, where I think this game will be won or lost is in the rebound category. Ivica Zubac is one of the best rebounders in the NBA. He's averaging 11 rebounds per game. And it goes without saying, if you have tuned into any of our shows, the Sixers have to rebound the basketball. Joel Embiid at the forefront, right? Dominic Barlow and Andre Drummond. I mean, they're not going to play Andre Drummond. We know that at this point. But obviously the Clippers, they're not that good of a rebounding team. They're like, I think 20. Actually, let me look it up. I looked it up earlier today. Clippers are 26 in rebounding. Sixers are 24th. Okay. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. Sixers are 18th in rebounding. Clippers are 28th. So the Clippers are not a good rebounding team. However, they do have one rebounder who is an absolute anchor, and he could have like 25 rebounds tonight if the Sixers do not play their cards accordingly. So I say all that to say, we look at the LA Clippers right now, 10th best offensive rating in the NBA, but they're 20th in defensive rating. So their defense has been pretty subpar all season. Their offense is elevated thanks to Kawhi Leonard. Sixers do not have their best wing defender. And I talked about this on the postgame show a couple nights ago because everybody was saying, hey, we don't need Paul George. It's a blessing in disguise, yada, yada, yada. And I think tonight is a perfect example where Kelly Oubre is going to have to step up big time. Otherwise, the Sixers are going to get cooked by Kawhi Leonard. I mean, simple as that. this could be a game where we finally feel that effect of not having Paul George. So regardless, big opportunity, big test for Kelly Oubre tonight. He's got to really step up and show out. Other than that, Kawhi Leonard's also playing incredible defense, averaging 2 steals per game. He's been great. But again, can the Sixers find a way without just simply saying, let's double team Kawhi Leonard every possession and leave a wide open shooter in the corner? Can the Sixers find a way to negate Kawhi, especially without Harden on the floor, right? That's another guy you don't have to worry about. Who's going to really step up in place of James Harden? I think it's hard to see that guy. I mean, Harden is averaging 25, 4.8 boards and 8 assists per game and 1.3 steals. So that's a lack of production right there. Other than that, I think Embiid and Maxey both have to do their thing. I called them the most unstoppable duo in the NBA. And, and by the way, Zubac's coming off a 20-rebound game. Like I said, I would not be surprised if he does that again. It's really just going to come down to the Sixers' effort level, especially on the rebounds. What else do I have on this game? Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think the Clippers are some unbeatable team. They're shooting the ball pretty well right now. But when I look at this Sixers team, you know, I mean, they have this thing where they play down to competition, right? And then they play up to competition. Even though the Clippers are under 500, I guess you could kind of say, you know, with how good the Clippers have been lately, the Sixers have to play up to competition tonight. So that's what I'm looking for. And of course, the same key that we say every single game, the Sixers have to not go to sleep in the third quarter. Simple as that. I mean, the Sixers literally have to, like, whatever it is, right? Especially tonight. You know, they're in a time change now. They're on the West Coast. They're probably a bit jet lagged. I mean, whatever. Nick Nurse, if you have to give them, like, I don't know, Starbucks coffees at halftime, like, you got to do something, Nurse. Like, I'm just so sick and tired of saying the same 2 things every single game. Every game, I say the third quarter is absolutely embarrassing, and the Sixers leave wide open shooters from the 3-point range every game. Like, that's my 2 keys. Fix those things, and this team will be a lot better. So anyway, that's really what I have for analysis tonight. You know, it's going to take me some getting used to, but thankfully I don't have to go out there in the third quarter tonight and try to drop 10 points. I think this could be a tough matchup for Joel. I think this is a very, 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 very big game for Tyrese Maxey. He's been playing good in certain stretches. He does look like he potentially could use a night off, but we already know, right? Joel Embiid is not playing tomorrow night. The Sixers did get a huge break, though, because Steph Curry is not playing tomorrow for the Warriors. So no James Harden tonight, no Steph Curry tomorrow night. This should be an opportunity for the Sixers to win 2 games. Joel's not going to play tomorrow night. So Tyrese Maxey, I know I'm asking a lot of him. He needs to not only dominate tonight, he needs to dominate tomorrow night, and he needs to really resurge and, you know, stop giving the haters a reason to talk and do his thing. So that is what I am looking for tonight. I think Maxey and also VJ. You know, VJ's been pretty quiet. I think especially without PG now, it would be very nice for VJ to be handling the rock, especially on that bench unit. Grimes is going to play tonight. You know, need Grimes to step up finally. I mean, the trade deadline's a few days away. Grimes does have a no trade clause, but who knows? We will see what happens. All right. Other than that, we will get to your final score predictions. We will get to some additional thoughts. I do want to read out some of the comments because I know there's, 200 people in here. You all are absolutely amazing. And I really, really ask you to please hit the like button so that we can push this show out to more individuals as well. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we will get to your score predictions on the other side. But first, a shout out to our partners of the show over at Sleeper. And look, man, don't go to sleep just yet tonight. Sleeper is your one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You get to celebrate and chat on games in real time with other users, get the fastest scores, news, and alerts right at your fingertips, play in fantasy leagues, and win money on picks contests. I use Sleeper for so many different things, but I love Sleeper's picks where you can choose anywhere from 2 to 8 of your favorite players. pregame, live game, or across different sports. All you have to do is pick the overs or the unders, and you get to make these entries in 30 seconds or less, $1 minimum. It is that easy. Get up to 1,000 times your payout if your picks win. So we are going to make the picks over on Sleeper. All right, let's see what we got, man. They got a bonus multiplier here on Joel Embiid, 1.95. It's tempting. It's tempting, but I'm going to try to reverse jinx Kawhi Leonard here. So I'm going to take Kawhi on the over. I'm going to take Maxey on the points. Let's see what Maxey's listed at, 25.5, taking the over. Zubats, I think, is going to have his way against Joel on the glass. Let's go up to Zubats here, 11.5. I think he goes over. He had 20 last game. And just because I was just talking about Quentin Grimes, let's go ahead and take Grimes on the over from 3. I think Grimes is due for a big game. So that is going to be my parlay. Easy as that. You can do the same thing. Just made a 4-pick parlay. So use our promo code PhillyTake. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit over on Sleeper just by downloading, signing up, and using the code PhillyTake. Easy as that. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Operational in over 25 states. And please gamble responsibly. All right, man. We will check back at halftime and in the post-game show. But ladies and gentlemen, it is officially time for our final score predictions. Ladies and gentlemen, drop it in the chat. What do you think? What do you have for me, man? Give me your final score prediction. Who do you think is going to win this game? What will the final score be? Who will lead the game in points? And how many will they have? Drop all of your predictions into the chat. A couple quick things I want to remind you of while you do that. Obviously, these are late games, the next 5 games. I think how we're going to do the post-game show is right when the game ends, maybe like a couple-minute buffer. We'll go right into the post-game show. We'll probably do like a 15 to 20-minute post-game, nothing crazy. I'm sure a lot of people will listen back in the morning. So you can either watch it here on YouTube or you can go over to audio platforms, leave us a review there if you do, and tap in on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. So that's probably how we'll do the post games over the next, 5 games. And outside of that, man, we'll try to do our best, man. Let's keep it going. Like I said, man, we don't miss. We don't miss any. Also, before I give my prediction, let me not be paranoid here and make sure my Peacock works. Because remember last time I was literally scrambling right before the show. And Peacock, in my opinion, no offense to Peacock, does not work as smoothly as Amazon Prime. So I just want to make sure I don't get hit with like some ridiculousness here and make sure that it works. Also, last time the game was on Peacock, we were getting behind because of like their ads on the video. So, yeah, man, if that happens, let me know. Let me know. All right, it says Peacock NBA will begin soon, so we'll see. We will see. All right, man, let's talk about a prediction tonight. I am very iffy on this game. I am back and forth. I'm going to be honest with you. I still don't know who I'm going to pick. I really don't, because one part of me is telling me the Sixers have been struggling against the Pelicans and the Kings, and they're struggling against some of the worst teams in the NBA. And now they don't have Paul George to defend Kawhi Leonard, who has been one of the hottest players in the NBA. But when I go back the other way, I think about it this way. James Harden's not playing tonight. Derrick Jones Jr. is not playing tonight. And I just think the Clippers really won't have enough. So I'm very torn on this game. Dom says I'm watching it on NBC Sportsnet. Is it available on NBC? They were telling me it's on Peacock tonight. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. You interrupted my train of thought, but honestly, for good reasons. Drop your predictions in the chat. Hold on, let's see if it's on NBC. They were telling me it's only on Peacock tonight. If so, it'd be amazing. Let's see. Don Boyle, you are right. Don Boyle, you are right. We got to hit the bell for Dom. Dom just saved us, man. It is on NBC Sports Philly. Thank the Lord, man. We don't have to watch it on Peacock. Don Boyle, you are a legend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to what I was saying. Where was I at? Oh, yeah. I was talking about the final score prediction. So I really don't know which way to go on this game. Like I said, the Clippers have won 17 out of their last 21. They're red hot. Kawhi is looking like playoff Kawhi from 2018. But then again, no James Harden, no Derrick Jones Jr., but then no Paul George to defend Kawhi Leonard. So I'm very torn. I'm very torn on this one. So again, this is the struggle I've had before. Like, my head is telling me that this is going to be a very close loss. But something is also telling me that the Sixers can win this game. Tomorrow, they won't have Joel Embiid. You know, Joel coming off a 40-point game. Tomorrow could be the one they slip up and lose, even though the Warriors won't have Curry. I don't know. I think, I'll put it this way. I think the Sixers are going to win 1 out of 2 here with the back-to-back. And yes, we will be live tomorrow night late as well. I think the Sixers are going to win 1 out of 2 here. They play on Thursday against the Lakers, Saturday against the Suns, and then next Monday against the Trailblazers. Over this next 5-game stretch, I think they're going to go like 3-2. I think they either lose tonight or tomorrow. I think both will be cardiac. One will be a tight win. One will be a tight loss. So that's really the best prediction I can give. I would not be surprised if they lose this game. But I'm going to say that they win this one, surprisingly, because that's what the Sixers do. They surprise us, and they lose tomorrow. So I'm going to say the Sixers win this game. Give me 114 to 110. Give me 114 to 110. Sixers win. Now, if they lose this game tonight, I think they win tomorrow. But I'm going to say 114 to 110. Sixers win on a cardiac finish. And I think Tyrese Maxey is going to lead the way with 32 points. So anyway, man, that is where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's how I feel. Now, again, we are 3 days away from the NBA trade deadline. We will be talking about that over the next several days. Obviously, we have a game tonight, tomorrow night, and things are going to get spicy. We'll see what happens with the trade deadline. There were some rumors earlier today that the Sixers are still shopping Andre Drummond, which I still don't think makes any sense. But if it's all just ducking the luxury tax, then it does make sense. And I'm going to be ranting my ass off on Thursday afternoon with all of you. Yes, it is on the NBC Sports Philly app. Don Boyle saved me. Thank you, Don Boyle. All right, man. I'm going to say 114 to 110. Sixers pull it off somehow. And I'm going to say Maxey drops 32. Give me your predictions in the chat. We have 230 people in here. We only have 70 on the likes, man. I don't want to keep asking for the likes. I just want to push this out in front of as many people as we can. We're definitely not hitting the air horn until we hit 100 likes because it is a late one. The neighbors might actually be so mad that they call the cops. So it must be sparingly tonight. You have to earn it. You have to earn it. Okay. Let's see what the chat says. JD says 113-107 Clippers tonight. Karen says 118-110 Sixers. Embiid with another 40-piece. Reese says 103-96 Sixers. William 121-109 Sixers. What's up, William? Beer Batter Gummy Shark. Pregame call-ins, question mark? Probably not. Don Boyle, 119-114. Embiid, 34. Kawhi, 36. YPF says LA, 126-117. Kion says 114-110. 119-114 says Busy. Sixers, Joel, 34. Cool J says reverse psych time, 105-95 Clippers. Embiid with 31. Cool J has become the reverse psychology master behind me. Kelly Oubre 30 tonight, like that. Lou World, what's going on? Lou World can't miss his chance to extend the trivia lead where he holds a lead by, I believe, 2 or 3. What else? We will lose 108, 113. Max dropping 30 today. I think it's on both. Does Lou World get a 10-second handicap for trivia? Nah, man. Lou World is busting people right now. You guys got to catch up. Busy B says, I wonder if our team will look different after the trade deadline. I mean, I think it will, but at this point, I don't believe it's going to be making us happy, if you know what I mean. Dom Boyle, $2 super chat says, I'll say it. Hit the like button, people. Dom, let's go, man. Let's go, Dom. You just got me a little fired up. I got to chill, man. Neighbors are going to be mad, bro. Ron Yell says 120, 118 Sixers. Edgecombe 30 from the Philippines. 30 for Kelly tonight. I like it. YPF says max 26. Sixers Sam, what's going on? Long time no see. Sixers Sam. Just popping in to say RB is the GOAT. This is the best Sixers channel. Appreciate it. Busy B says 20 more likes. Marsha McCollum, longtime member. 190 Sixers Embiid with 40. I really love the fact that all the diehards are still in here. That's how I know you guys rock with me, man. That means a lot. With that being said, it is time to drop the freaking beat, man. Let's go. It's late at night. What time is it where you're tuning in from? Let me know in the chat. It's past everybody's bedtime. What did I call it last year? Philly Take After Dark. Sixers nighttime live show with the community. With your boy RB. Let's go, man. Sixers nighttime live. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Listen, man, let's be for real for a second, man. You thought RB wasn't staying up? RB woke up at 2:30 a.m. when James Harden got traded to the Clippers to stream. RB live streamed for 10 hours till 4:30 a.m. when the Paul George thing was going on. Got off a stream. PG signed 10 minutes later. Screw you, Josh Harris. And then I made a video at 5 in the morning right after. So this is a breeze. Now, 5 a.m., I don't know about that. If the Sixers ever play in some other country where it's 5 a.m., I don't know about that one. But we got you covered, man. Let's go, bro. After Dark with RB. Let's go. Sixers nighttime live show. Presented by National University. Now, I know some of y'all are going to be tapping out during the show, and that's okay. You can always come back and watch in the morning. Guys, if you're driving to work tomorrow, you can pull up the stream or you can go on Apple Podcasts where we're trying to grow. And you can listen to the post-game show there. Get all your recaps, analysis. We'll post a clip after this on our social medias. So we got you covered, man. Don't miss anything. Follow us everywhere. We're a couple weeks away from the All-Star break. We are a couple days away from the trade deadline. It's about that time, man. Let's see. Got a couple 10 p.m.s up in here with your boy. 8 p.m. in Phoenix. Is it 8 p.m. in Phoenix? I thought it was 3 hours behind. Lou World says, about to be 10. Got to wake up at 7, but the Sixers are more important. Anthony says, Maxey 38 and Embiid 36 tonight. Estelle says, watching from the comfort of my bed. We got Australia in the chat. Ben tapping in at 3 a.m. Let's go, Ben. My guy from England. What else? Embiid 34, Maxey 27. The TV's going to be watching me at some point. Busy B's going to tap out. Sorry, I don't blame you. Sixers better not get blown out in this game. 2 p.m. in Australia? Wow. Must be nice. I'm glad the Olympics came on at decent times when they played. If I had to wake up at 4 a.m., I would have missed every game. 4 a.m. is crazy. 4 a.m. is crazy. TV's going to be like, are you still there? That's a fact. Y'all are going to tap out with the stream on in the background. You're going to wake up in the morning with the stream playing. It's all good, man. It's all good, man. We're here. Listen, man, when the playoffs come around, we're going to be streaming a lot of games. I had some comments today on IG. They said, RB, we love your Sixers content, but man, we want to see more of those playoff live shows like you did in the playoffs. I said, I got you, man. We're going to keep growing the channel. No worries. No worries. Quick update around the NBA. Giannis is currently tanking his trade value so bad right now because he just keeps opening his mouth. It's like another Jimmy Butler situation. At this point, man, I say give him PG, Grimes, and a pick. Call it even. I'll take Giannis for PG, Grimes, and a pick. Why not? Why not? Ladies and gentlemen, please no spoiling in the live chat, and also please no spamming. We had to time out a couple spammers last show. We don't have the time to deal with that tonight, man. Please just act accordingly and behave yourself in the chat. Don't be weird in here. That's all I ask. And if you're going to be disrespectful, man, then just leave now. We don't want any disrespect in the chat. You got to stay cool, man. Stay calm, cool, and collected. And also, you're allowed to agree and disagree with people's opinions without, coming at them directly and calling them this, and that. I mean, I don't know what society a lot of you are from, but where I'm from, there's a thing called having a conversation. You can go outside and disagree with somebody without wanting to take down their entire life. Anyway, man, that's my thoughts. That's my thought. 21-0, both get 30 tonight, says Paul. Yo, that would tie the franchise record. The other night, Maxey and Embiid, they had their 15th game together where they had 30-plus points each. So they are one behind Wilt and Hal Greer for the tie. Last year, finals live stream views be going crazy. Yeah, man. That was our most viewed live show ever. 600K views on that show. Shazy says 100 likes before the game starts. Did we get 100? Let's go, man. West Coast, baby. Tap in. I don't want to do it. Listen, bro, if y'all hear the sirens, bro, if y'all hear the sirens and you see your boy RB getting taken out, just know we did it for the stream. Wake him up. Let's go. Yes, sir. Wake him up. That was louder than I wanted it to be, man. It's all good, man. You guys got to earn it, though. We're not hitting the air horn again until we get to 200. Simple as that. Simple as that. Let's go, man. Smiley, welcome to the Fire Take Nation. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Shazy says, post bail, RB, I got you from SoCal. Yeah, you got to come rescue me, man. We get taken down by the neighbors, man. We can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. Seeing all the yes sir emojis in the chat, man. Let's go. Let's go. Sixers did beat the Clippers earlier this season. James Harden very much struggled in that game. At that point, the Clippers were 4-10. Sixers won it at the end. That was clutch. Like I said, man, Kawhi's been balling right now. You would think if there's one coach that knows how to stop Kawhi, it should be Nick Nurse, but we'll see. This is going to be a game where the Sixers do not have their best wing defender, and it could hurt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to drop a couple links in the chat. Mods, you know what to do as well throughout the show periodically. I'm going to drop our link tree. This is where you guys can follow us everywhere from the click of one link, so check it out. And if you want to get those cool emojis in the chat, we'll drop our membership link as well. Big Rud says, adios, neighbors. Neighbors are going to be mad. A Monday night at 10 p.m.? We get too many likes on this show, it might be the end of Philly Take, man. Unless they would let me live stream in jail. I don't know if they would. Could you imagine that? Wonder if they'd have good Wi-Fi there. I don't want to find out, though. I don't want to find out. Karen says, way to stay on top of everything mods. Shout out to the mod squad. Shout out Karen being in here all season long. Let's go. This one's going to be the tough one, man, because we got this game and then we're back at it tomorrow night. No Steph Curry for the Warriors tomorrow night. If you're just tuning in, Sixers will be without Paul George now for the next 24 games. Clippers will not have James Harden tonight due to personal reasons. And no Derrick Jones Jr. either. Dude, how are they delaying the start of this game, man? Like, come on. They're really starting this game, what, 15 minutes late? What, we got 5 more minutes till tip-off, man? Come on, dude. Oh, man. Leave a note on their porch saying, sorry, I'm going to be streaming late. The goal is that we get big enough that the neighbors find the stream themselves. Because, again, I still don't even know if they know what we do, right? Like, I've never had a conversation with them like, hey, this is what I'm doing. They probably think I'm a lunatic, to be honest. Big Rud says, RB running the yard, streaming Philly coverage. You know the deal, man. I put it all on the line for this community. I love y'all this much, man. I put everything on the line, bro. Everything. We got lucky last game. Remember, we fouled Harden on the game winner and they let it go. Well, Harden also played like crap the entire game, so don't forget that either. Karen says, missed you once, got here late once, and regretted it. Karen, you are awesome. Thank you. Clippers have the coolest arena. Yeah, they have a rich owner and a guy that, you know, wants to bring in business. I mean, I've heard it's very cool at the Intuit Dome, so shout out to them. They always have 2 commercials before starting. Dude, it's 10 p.m. right now. They really don't care about us East Coast viewers. They really don't. All right, let's see, man. Guys, while we're waiting here, man, couple things. 400 people in the chat is amazing. Get us to 400 likes. And also follow us on all platforms, man. Arby's neighbor used to be in here. I know. We used to have someone called Arby's neighbor in the chat. There's no way the neighbors haven't discovered your channel. I don't know. We'll see, man. Suave says, what's up, Coach RB? Suave, what's going on, man? What's up, man? He says, glad to be here tonight. Love your streams. Yo, appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Really, guys, thank you to everybody that tunes in and supports us, man. We've grown this show concept and this community incredibly well this year so far, and it's not done yet. Starting lineups tonight, Chris Dunn, Kobe Sanders, Kawhi Leonard, John Collins, and Ivica Zubats. And for the Sixers, it'll be Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre, Dominic Barlow, and Joel Embiid. No PG, no Harden, and no Derrick Jones Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm RB. I do this every single game. We give you the pregame show for about 20, 30 minutes, the live game show, and then the postgame show. 4 hours of combined coverage. I don't think anybody's doing it like our community is, so shout out to y'all. Shazy says RB is the best mods without a doubt. 400 people before the game begins. Yes, let's go. Showing love in the chat. RB, are we doing the postgame after this? I know it's going to be a late finish. So, again, we're going to do probably like a 15-minute postgame, nothing crazy. It will be uploaded to Postgame platforms as well, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, but also you can watch back in on this stream as well. So probably take like a few minute break, not much, and then go right into it. Probably like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, nothing crazy. So you can get your instant analysis here. All right. And also, I know people are going to be asking, oh, what's up with the scoreboard? Listen, I'm building out a really cool custom scoreboard, so just be patient with me. It's a lot harder than it sounds. So, yeah. Should have it soon, though. All right, man. Let's go. Finally getting underway here. 15 minutes late. Welcome in Sixers Game Day Live. Let's get it, man. Clippers rocking the red jerseys at the Intuit Dome. Sixers rocking the white jerseys. And we are off in L.A. Here's Kelly Oubre, first possession, working against John Collins, former All-Star. Going to find Joel Embiid. Joel going to step back deep, too, and hits Joel on the money to begin. By the way, a couple NBA trades did happen over the last 24 to 48 hours, so we'll talk about those throughout tonight's show as well. Just talk up some ball a little bit, get some thoughts. Here's Kawhi Leonard going to find Zubats. Joel smacks it away. Nice defense by Joel. It's a turnover. Great defense to begin. That's what I want to see from you, Joe. Good stuff, man. Barlow dumps it off to Oubre coming around a screen. Oubre driving downhill. He turns, he spins, dumps it. Barlow puts it up. Can't get it from about 5 feet. Rebounded by the Clippers. Here comes Dunn. Going to find Kobe Sanders. Lost it. Who was it out on? They're going to say out on the Sixers. So it'll stay with the Clippers. Let's go, chat. Drop some fires in here, man. Welcome in. Here's Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Kelly Oubre. A tough assignment, but one he's going to have to really step up on. They're going to double Kawhi off the ball immediately. Ball swung around the perimeter. Collins at three, can't get it to go. Sixers with a 2-0 lead. So maybe the Sixers are going to double Kawhi all night long, especially without James Harden in. Joel finds a cutter in Barlow. He turns, he spins, one bounce to VJ. VJ steps back from the nail, can't get it to go. Picked up by the Clippers. Here comes Kobe Sanders up the floor, guarded by Dominic Barlow. He's going to find Kawhi. Kawhi gets doubled again. Kawhi getting doubled off rip. Joel smacks it away. Nice defense by the Sixers. So again, I don't want to see the Sixers do this all game long, but I do actually think it's a good idea at the beginning just to kind of get Kawhi off his rhythm from the jump. You don't want him to have like 12 to begin the game. Kawhi a three off the back iron, no good. Joel jumps for the board. Barlow has it. Here come the 76ers again. Tyrese down the lane. Floats one up. Can't get it. Barlow taps it up. No good. Ivica Zubats coming off a 20-rebound game has it. Here come the Clippers. Collins drives the lane. VJ bullies it away. Says, give me that. Sixers running the floor now. Joel bringing it up the floor. He's guarded by Zubats. Joel puts it up from the high post. Can't get it. Kawhi trying to save it, and he can't. It goes out of bounds. So a bit of a wonky start to this game. 470 people in the live chat. Get us up to 200 likes, man. Let's go, man. Here's the inbound to Maxey. Maxey coming around a screen. Pulls an off-balance triple, and he got it! Tyrese Maxey. Sixers up. Here's Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Kelly Oubre. Kawhi going to find Zubats. Ooh, nice spin in the post, and he beats Joel to the cup. First points of the game for the Clippers. Slams it down. Here come the 76ers. Maxey again with it. Guarded by Chris Dunn. Pretty good point of attack guard. Defender. Maxey a three ball. Got the bounce. Are you kidding me?
He's on fire.
Maxey off the front rim, off the top of the backboard, and it falls in somehow. So it's back-to-back trays for Maxey. Here's Kawhi downhill. He pulls up the mid-range. That one's off the mark. Maxey the board. And here come the 76ers. 8:50 to go. Here's Joel now. Joel's got the guard on him. Kicks it out. Oubre wide open for three. Kelly! Woo! Got to be careful with that one. Neighbors might get mad. Kelly Oubre, Sixers on fire. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Back-to-back trays from Maxey and a 3-ball from Oubre, and we are off to an 11-2 start. It's a great way to start this game. 550 people in the live chat. Welcome in to the Sixers Game Day live show. I'm RB. Thanks for being here. We do it every single game. Pregame, live game, and postgame. Tell you what, man, I don't get too comfortable seeing a big Sixers lead at the beginning. We know it's a game of runs. It would be really nice, though, if the Sixers could get a convincing win for once. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. But it would be nice. It would be nice to smack this Clippers team that's won 10 out of their last 12. They've been really, really good. And that's coming from me, who talked a lot of crap about them to begin the season. But I got to give Nick Nurse credit. I have to give Nick Nurse credit. He did double Kawhi off the rip. Kawhi's 0 for 2 to begin this game. I don't think he's had really a clean look other than that one from the mid-range that he just missed. But Maxey pulled down a nice rebound. Listen, man, I know the Sixers by this point of the season. I know who they are, their tendencies. This has to be a Maxey game. Said it in the pregame show. So far, looking pretty good. Bergang says, RB, with the game starting at 10, it might be too late to wake up the neighbors. Listen, Bergang, I'm telling you, bro. I already told the chat. We got, 520 in here? I said, I am not hitting that damn air horn until we get another 100 likes, because neighbors will probably call the cops, bro, if I scream too loud too many times. They're going to be mad. Now, I like when they're mad, but you guys got to earn it tonight. Ryan Pieces love the defensive intensity leading to good looks on offense. You're right, man. You're right. Great start for Maxey. Joel's been great defensively. See what happens. Busy Beast is right. We can definitely lose it immediately. Yeah, I mean, we know it's a game of runs, right? We know who the Sixers are. We also have to, build a gap, because we know when the third quarter comes around, Sixers go into the locker room and they eat milkshakes and hamburgers and French fries, and then they come out in the third quarter and, do nothing. Plus, the Sixers are on a time change tonight from yesterday. So if I'm Nick Nurse, man, I go into that halftime locker room and I offer every guy a double espresso shot. And I'm like, listen, man, you guys got to wake the hell up for the third quarter. Simple as that. Busy Beast is 500 plus. We should be at 500 likes. We should, honestly. Here we go. Sixers lead at 11-2. Sanders up to Collins. Collins looking for Zubats. He's going to find him in the block. Zubats posting up Joel. 8 on the shot clock. Oubre just got elbowed in the face, and that is going to be an offensive foul on John Collins. Collins and Oubre said a few things to each other, and it's going to be Sixers basketball. Give us that. Now the Clippers are going to start full court pressing because they have nowhere to go right now. Joel at the wing, working against Zubats. 12 on the shot clock. Embiid bullying him to the rim. Turns, spins, goes up, missed it, but Barlow the putback. Let's go. You see the level of intensity they're playing with right now? You see the way that they look locked in so far? This is what I'm talking about, man. Chris Dunn floats one up from 4 feet, can't get it. The Sixers did not look like this to begin the game against the Kings or the Pelicans. BJ downhill, finds a cutting Barlow. Barlow goes up, got it, and one! Yes, sir! You cannot sit here and tell me that they were playing like this against the Pelicans and the Kings, bro. They look like somebody just smacked them upside the head before tonight. Why can't they play with this level of intensity every game? Barlow going to knock down the free throw. It is 16-2. Here is Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Tyrese Maxey, getting clamped. Kawhi turns, kicks. Here's a three from Collins. No good. Maxey the rebound. It's 16-2. VJ going to dump back to Maxey. 7:20 to go here in the first. Maxey to VJ. VJ to Oubre. The pump fake. The dribble. The drive. Downhill. Oubre. Step back. A two. It's short. Here come the LA Clippers. 3 turnovers here in the first 5 minutes, and they turn over again. Kelly has it all the way. Slams it down.
He's on fire.
18-2. Here's a 3 ball from Kawhi. No good again. Sixers tap it out, and there's a foul. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sixers lead it 18-2. I have never been more worried about a lead. Here's Ivica Zubac. Going to hand off to Kawhi. Kelly trying to poke his pocket. Here's VJ guarding Sanders, and Sanders hits a 3, so the Clippers finally get something on the board. 18-5. Sixers, 7 of their first 13 from the field. Joel at the mid-range pulls one up. He missed it. Barlow trying to scoop the board. He does. Turns. Wow, what a bucket by Barlow, man. Great effort on the second chance. Here's Kawhi. Oubre just got shoved from behind. No whistle. Maxey switched on to Kawhi. Oubre going to come help. Kawhi downhill floats it up, and he's fouled by Maxey. So Kawhi going to the stripe for 2. Maxey didn't like the call. Guys, 630 people in the chat. Welcome in. Sixers Game Day Live, presented by National University. I'm RB. We need 7 more likes to get to 200. Guys, this is a crazy start to this game. I still don't feel comfortable with this lead, though. The bigger that the lead gets in the first quarter, the more concerned I get as a 76ers fan. And if you haven't watched the Sixers this year, you don't know what I'm talking about, but this is what the Sixers have done to us emotionally. Kawhi going to knock down a pair. It is a 13-point game. Sixers lead it 20-7. Nurse better not put the death lineup in and blow the lead. Well, now he's got to get creative, Tika, with the bench lineup for sure. No Paul George is going to change some things up for sure. Here's Kelly Oubre with the rock, turning, scanning, and Kawhi pokes it away again. Here come the Clippers. Kawhi all the way up the floor. Blocked by Barlow from behind. Are you kidding me? Dude, Barlow is playing his butt off right now. Dominic Barlow is playing like an animal right now. Here's a 3 ball from Collins, no good, and Sanders taps it back in on the putback. Come on, man. Got to get boards now. Here's Joel off the cut. VJ finds him. Oubre from the corner, a 3, no good. Joel gets the offensive rebound. And we got a foul on John Collins, so it's going to stay here, 14 on the shot clock. We have 200 likes in the chat. That means, unfortunately, we have to hit the air horn and piss off the neighbors and maybe get the cops called. Drop those yes, sirs, in the chat, man. Here comes Brooke Lopez in for the first time. Two fouls now for John Collins. Here's Joel Embiid. He's going to pull it up over Lopez. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. 5:17 to go here in the first. Here is Zubac going to find Kawhi, guarded by Oubre. Kawhi coming around a screen, dribbles downhill, pulls up, and couldn't get the whistle. He missed the shot. Sixers have it. 22-9 is our score. VJ at the wing. He dribbles and drives. Oh, step back, finds Barlow. Running baseline. Barlow all the way. Missed it. Put it back. Couldn't get it on the second attempt, and he's fouled. Yo, you know what I noticed, man? Might be the fastest we've hit 200 likes all season. I feel like you guys are trying to get me arrested, bro. But it's all good. Let's do it. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake him up. That was too loud, man. I got to chill. Yo, man. All I'm saying is if you hear the sirens, bro, just know we did it for the show. We did it for the show, man. Best game day community in the world. I love y'all, man. As a Celtics fan, I'm an expert at squandered leads after the fourth quarter 20-point leads blown against the Knicks in the playoffs. Mark, what's going on, man? Vic says, keep Barlow starting. PG can come off the bench. Dude, Barlow is having his best first quarter of the season. And there he's going to knock down a pair. He's got 9 points, 6 boards, and an assist and a block in 8 minutes. This is the Barlow that I know can be valuable for this team. VJ pokes it away. Nicholas Batum in the game. Good to see our old buddy Nicholas Batum. Jordan Miller in for the Clippers. He's going to drive downhill, floats it up, and gets it to go. Number 22, Jordan Miller off the bench. No Derrick Jones Jr., no James Harden tonight. Grimes wide open corner 3. Clunks it. Barlow, another rebound. Are you kidding me? VJ for 3. Can't get it. Dude, Barlow is everywhere, man. He is everywhere. Lopez wide open for 3, and it's money. Death taxes and Brook Lopez hitting threes against the Sixers, man. I feel like Brook Lopez has never had a bad game against the Sixers. Here's Joel Embiid working against Zubats now. Joel backing him down one-on-one. They're showing double team. Embiid fades off a foot. Can't get it. Barlow almost had the board. 3:40 to go here in the first. 24-14. Jordan Miller crossed over and lost the ball. Barlow has it. Driving the lane all the way. Slams it down. Barlow for MVP, man. Drop Barlow in the chat right now. This guy is going out of his mind. He's going out of his mind. Kobe Sanders working against VJ Edgecombe. Sanders, one-on-one, crossover, dribble, drive. Sanders pushes off. Where's the foul? Pulls up and hits. Dude, that should have been a push-off. Who needs Paul George when you have Dominic Barlow? Maxey fouled en route to the basket. Zubats didn't like it. Dude, Barlow might drop 50 tonight. Dude, Dominic Barlow, bro. Drop the fires in the chat, man. You gotta hit it one more time for Barlow. I don't care. I don't care. Yes, sir, man. Wow. 650 people in the chat. Hit the thumbs up button, man. Hit the thumbs up button. Get us to 500 likes. Y'all are amazing. Thanks for being here. Late night with your boy RB. What a start to this game, bro. What a start, man. Barlow might drop 50 tonight, bro. We should have taken the over on Barlow points. Bench says Barlow's gone unless he calms down. Yeah, the Sixers are going to trade him. Duck the tax, man. BJ hit a 3. Mark says my daughter's due with a little girl a few weeks after her son turns 3. Can't wait. Congrats, Mark. Clippers have been pushing off every possession. They are. Nurse really called PG a role player. What role player makes $250 million? That is a fact. That is a fact. Philly Talk Podcast, my guy in the chat. What's up, Philly Talk Podcast? Shout out to my guy, man. Appreciate you being in here. Another great creator, man. Cable in the chat channel member, YPF, what's good? Yo, we got all the members in here late night. We might have to call it Sixers Nighttime Live Show, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what, man? Drop some blue and red in the chat right now. Drop some blue and red in the chat. Let's get a roll call going, man. Let's see where our Sixer Nation is at. Where's all my Sixer fans at, man? Got 5 West Coast games in a row. Glad y'all are up with me, man. It's going to be a good one. Back to back. Got trivia coming up in a few minutes. I know some of y'all are waiting on that. Dominic Barlow, career high for his first quarter in points and rebounds, 11 and 6. Cam Christie coming in for the LA Clippers, second round pick last year, averaging 3.6 points per game. First one good at the line for Tyrese Maxey. Adem Bona is in for the 76ers. So once again, just more confirmation that Drummond most likely going to be traded. Now, Drummond did say in an interview earlier today, I don't want to be traded. I want to stay in Philly. Still don't understand why he would be traded. But that is where we are at. All right, here we go, man. Test that guy, Clippers on Barlow. It's a fact. He might have to get a test now. He's smoking that PG. Here's Brook Lopez. Going to find Jordan Miller. Kicks back to Lopez. Dribbling against Bona. Turns, spins, drives in the lane. Left-hand hook. Got it to go. Dude, I'm telling you, Brook Lopez has never played bad against the Sixers. I used to watch RB on the bus after work. Let's go, man. Still watching us, man. Here's Quentin Grimes going to find Adem Bona back to Maxey. 8 on the shot clock. Maxey pulls it from no man's land and hits.
He's on fire.
11 for Maxey. Yo, that's what I'm talking about, man. Maxey got a little rest under him now. Lopez going to pull a deep 3 on the other end. Can't get it. Sixers lead by 13. 31-18. Maxey crossover, dribble, step back. Maxey again. And he was fouled. Fouled by Cam Christie. It's going to be his first. Let's go, man. Shout out to all the members in the live show. Appreciate y'all, man. Maxey back at the line. Sixers are in the bonus. First one going to be good for Maxey. Like I said in the pregame show, man, Maxey, you got to show these boys and girls that you can still do this, man. You can still do this. We got a pair good at the line. Maxey 3 of 3 from long range, 13 points. 1:55 to go here in the first. Christie up top to, who is that? Kobe Sanders, my bad. Was blanking on his name. We got a foul on the floor. It's going to be on Quentin Grimes. So we got Maxey, McCain, Grimes all in together. Nick Nurse running this 3-guard lineup right now with Barlow and Bona. See, this is how good Barlow can be, man. He just has been getting in foul trouble. Here's Lopez. Lopez going to find Miller, dribbling, driving downhill. Miller turns, puts it up against Bona, and a foul. Bona has to stop fouling. Jordan Miller, second-round pick back in 2023 out of Miami. 26 years old. He's averaging 9 points per game this season, shooting 38% from 3. Not too shabby. First one go to the line for Miller. Second one is missed, 1 of 2. Guys, 700 people in the chat. Get us to 300 likes. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up, man. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Here's the dribble on the drive from Grimes. McCain in the corner. Dribbling into the paint. Turns, spins, kicks. Barlow. Barlow working against Miller. Euro step. Barlow floats up. No good. Bona the one-handed put-back dunk. Woo! What a play by Adem Bona. Making up for that foul. 1:05 to go here in the first. Miller ISOing again. He's got Maxey. He drives, lost it again. It's like the third time he did that. Sixers take it away. Maxey up the floor. Maxey from deep. Cha-ching!
He's on fire!
Let these boys know, Max. Let them freaking know, bro. 4 threes in the first quarter, man. Put some damn respect on his name, man. How dare y'all talk about Maxey, man? Put some respect. Lopez against Bona. Turns, spins, into the lane off 1 foot. And can't get it to go. Sixers lead by 19. 28 seconds to play here in the first. Maxey again. Oh, another step back 3. Just left it short. I thought he had one more, man. Batum, the no-dip 3. It's way off. Sixers have it, and that will do it. That will do it. Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, 16 for Maxey. 4 threes in the first quarter. Could he break the franchise record? Let me not get ahead of myself. But anyway, man, we have 700 people in the show. Welcome in to the Sixers Game Day live show presented by National University. It is the end of the first quarter. You know what that means. It is time for Sixer Scholars Trivia. Presented by National University, our favorite segment of the show. You know the deal. 1 guess only in the chat is permitted. Whoever gets the correct answer first, according to my stats and screen, will get a point. Most points at the end of the year wins a big prize. I will say the question first, and then I will type it into the chat so you can't copy it right away. All right, man. Here we go. Sixer Scholars Trivia question presented by National University is, listen very closely, okay? Wait till I'm done the question so you don't get confused. Including both the regular season and the playoffs, how many 30-plus point games do James Harden and Paul George have combined as members of the Sixers organization? Including both regular season and playoffs. Okay, listen closely because I know people are going to be like, oh, well, you said this. No, I'm telling you. Regular season and playoffs combined, James Harden and Paul George combined, as only members of the Sixers, how many 30-plus point games do the two of them have with the Sixers? Only 1 guess permitted. Dang, the guesses are going wild in the chat, man. I can't even read them. They're going so quick. Once again, make sure you check out National University, man. It's actually out there on the West Coast for all you LA fans that are in here, man. So maybe a little closer to you for home. But National University has the most comprehensive online degree programs right from the comfort of your own home, anywhere. Check them out, man. All right, let's go to the chat. How many 30-plus point games do James Harden and Paul George have combined in the regular season and the postseason for the 76ers during their time here? The correct answer is James Harden has 9. Paul George just recorded his 5th before he was suspended. So the correct answer is 14. And the first person to get it in the chat is our channel member, Benj, coming in with a win. Benj says 14. That is the correct answer. Benj, who has not won a trivia in a very long time, but does have 4 points on the season, is now up to 5 on the season, and Benj is making his way up the leaderboard. Benj, congratulations, and thank you all for playing Sixers Scholars Trivia, presented by National University. Every game at the end of the first quarter. Here's Kawhi Leonard working against Kelly Oubre. Sixers lead by 19, and Leonard's going to float one up and in. Sixers need to stay on this lead now, man. They can't blow this lead so quickly. We know the third quarter is coming. Three ball, good for Jared McCain. Let's go, man. Brook Lopez, pump faking. And he is fouled on the floor. Someone said, bro, you asked the question wrong. Combined means on the same day. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said you have to listen to the entire question, bro. Because guess what? James Harden and Paul George were never teammates on the same day for the 76ers. So that should have told you right then and there, which is why I said listen to the entire question. I knew there'd be somebody like that. But yeah, shout out to Benj, man. Here's Jared McCain again, coming off a trifecta. McCain dribbles, kicks out to the corner. 3 ball, Oubre, cha-ching! Dude. Let's keep shooting this way. Kawhi gets double teamed, skips it across the court. Miller, fouled beyond the perimeter. Benj, congratulations, man. Number 5. I think we might have some questions later on in the season where we do like 3-point questions or 2-point questions. We'll get some people back in this, man. We'll get some people back in this. VJ blocks it at the rim, but I think it's going to be a goaltend. Nice effort by VJ Edgecombe, but his first game out here in LA. Let me make sure I mark down my dude Benj. Getting his 5th. Here's VJ Edgecombe, going to dribble, drive, downhill. Bona on the ground, gets rolled up on by Brook Lopez. It's going to be another foul on the Clippers. Clippers might go into the bonus early here in the second quarter soon. They keep this up. Well, and a nice dish from whoever that was. I think it was VJ. Yeah, VJ, nice dish to Bona, who slams it down wide open. Let's go, man. VJ with 4 dimes already. There's John Collins going to turn spin. Lopez up top to... Who was that? Christie missed it. Leonard gets the board. Bona's on the ground. And the Clippers are going to dunk one back in. Edgecombe, Grimes dribbling downhill. Grimes throws it down on Collins. Quentin Grimes. Did he just do that? Kawhi down the other end lays it in. Quentin Grimes just put John Collins on a poster. Okay, Grimes. VJ tried it downhill, and he's fouled by Lopez. Dude, there's too much going on, man. Dude, what is going on in this game, man? Grimes gets it from the wing, drives downhill, and posterizes John Collins. Is that what can resurrect Quentin Grimes from his 3-month slump? Jeez. Micah says, I Googled it. It was 27. That is incorrect. James Harden had 9 30-plus point games with the Sixers. Paul George had 5. Double-checked it. Kawhi Leonard at the top, guarded by Jared McCain. Kawhi going to find John Collins. Collins puts up a 3 and hits it on the other end. Smiley says all of our sliders are up. Jared McCain going to find VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe dribbling, driving downhill. Edgecombe, oh, I thought he was going to throw it down with the tomahawk, but he missed it, and Bone is there anyway. So I talked about how the Clippers are the 26th ranked rebounding team. They're looking like it right now. Here's Kawhi Leonard, one-on-one. He's got Oubre, steps back, a 3-ball, and Kawhi hits. Yeah. See, this is the Kawhi that scares me, man. Kawhi is cooking right now, man. McCain dribbling downhill, kicks now out to Oubre. Oubre dribbling into the paint, floats it up, and got it to go. Sixers are on a fire. 54 points already. Guys, we got 700 people in the chat. Get us to 300 likes, man. Mods, you got to let them know. Hit that thumbs up. Kawhi downhill through traffic, kicks it out, wide open 3. We got a foul on the floor. Banj member for 13 months is Janai Broom about to cook when he gets minutes. Banj is a Janai Broom super fan. Thaddeus says, I'm a newcomer, bro. Liked and subbed, all respect. Just came back from letting my dog all love. It's all good, man. It's all good. Nothing personal, bro. I understand why you'd be confused, but again, tried to lay it out as best as I could, so it's all good, man. Appreciate you being here. Here is Kawhi Leonard getting double-teamed again. Nowhere to go. He's going to find Chris Dunn back in the game. Dunn to Leonard. Kawhi. Oh, Scott Barlow's ankles on the ground. Kawhi dishes it off to nobody. Let's go. Great defense, man. Great defense. Sixers only have 1 turnover. The Clippers have 7. VJ pops up a 3. Left it short. Barlow again puts it in. Yo. Dominic Barlow's the MVP of this game right now. Dominic Barlow is the MVP of this game right now. I want you guys to drop MVPs in the chat for Dominic Barlow, man. I want you to drop MVPs in the chat for Dominic Barlow. This is one of them games where he deserves it, man. Dominic Barlow is playing like an MVP right now. Simple as that. And while we wait to come back from commercial, man, speaking of MVP, we got to give an MVP shout out to our great partners of the show over at National University. For all my LA people in the chat right now, you got to check out National University. Very much close to home for you. But you can go take schooling classes anywhere from the comfort of your own home. 4 and 8 week online courses designed to help you balance your work life, your school life, and everything else. You get to start sooner and finish faster. Whatever you're doing in life, man. Working a job, taking care of a family, whatever it is, you have time and energy for school. You just don't know it. With National University, they have over 150 degree programs, a 50-year history of innovative learning, and support models for working and non-traditional students. And they're one of the largest private nonprofit accredited universities in the U.S. Right now, they are offering a limited time year review scholarship application through the end of March. you can get up to $6,000 annually towards your bachelor's or master's degree. New year, new goals, new you. Check out National University and their newest Year of You scholarship. Click our link down in the description or go to nationaluniversity.com. Check out their flexible online schooling programs. National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. Shout out to NU and shout out to the 76ers, who honestly maybe can just take the Clippers to school right now. Maybe they can just pay for their tuition right now, because Clippers are getting schooled right now, man. I still feel nervous, man. I still feel nervous. And you know what the crazy part is, as I'm looking at the box score here? Joel Embiid doesn't even have 5 points yet. Edward says you didn't mention Barlow at the end of the first. Only guy you mentioned was Maxey. Edward, you might want to get your hearing checked, brother. I'm being serious, man. I'm being for real. Unless you just came in at the end of the first quarter, because I think I said the word Barlow about give or take 13 times in the first quarter. So you may have come in at the end of the first quarter, but if not, for real, man. I've been talking about Barlow all season, but this game, I quite possibly said this is his best first quarter ever. BJ and Embiid have not even played that well, and the Sixers are dominating this team right now. Dominating. Smiley says PG, McCain, Grimes, and picks could get us Giannis. What's your best offer for Giannis? What's your best trade offer, final offer for Giannis? Let me know in the chat. There's Jordan Miller, guarded by VJ Edgecombe, dribbling, finds Zubats, poked it away again. Barlow again! VJ, Barlow, Euro, drive, throws it down. Holy crap. Barlow for MVP, man. Barlow for MVP, bro. Oh my gosh. This is a different man. Joel's back in the game. Sixers doubling again. Barlow guarding Collins. Collins puts it up and knocks it through. 58-37. 21-point game. Drop some fires in the chat for Dom Barlow and hit the like button, man. We're about to be at that 300. Unfortunately, I got to wake up the neighbors again. There's Jared McCain. And McCain threw it away. Kawhi takes it all the way down the floor. Oubre almost fouled him. Luckily, he didn't. Kawhi's going to lay it in. Kawhi did not like that. DJ Drummond in 2 firsts for Giannis. There's VJ up at the top. VJ kicks out. Joel to the corner. Kelly for 3. Can't get it to sink. Clippers have it, and they're running. 19-point game. 6 minutes to go here in the second. Miller finds Kawhi. Kelly guarding Kawhi. Kawhi jabbing. Now the Sixers are going to double him on the ball. Kawhi's got to get rid of it. Clippers have an open man at the dunker spot. They kick out to the corner. Collins drives against McCain, dumps down to Zubats. What a play by the Clippers. Incredible ball movement there. I think they got a foul as well. Come on, man. Yes, sir. We got a yes, sir in the chat. 712 people in here. 290 likes. Let's go, man. Get us to 500 right now. Actually, you know what? Don't get us to 500. I don't want to wake up the neighbors. They're going to call the cops on us. $10 super chat, TJ Hogue. As Zubats knocks it down. TJ, $10 super chat. Thank you, my man. Let's go. Shout out TJ in the chat. Another great channel member. There's Kelly Oubre up at the top, 16-point game. Still don't feel comfortable. Maxey pulls up a 3. It's in and out. Come on. That should have went in. There's Kawhi downhill. Kawhi against Maxey. Turns, spins, gets doubled again. Kobe Sanders for 3. Off the mark. Maxey has it. They're out and running. Here come the 76ers. 5:10 to go in the first half. Joel, the give and go. It was poked away by Kawhi. It's going to stay with the Sixers. This is screaming blown lead right now. I told you, man, I don't feel comfortable. I do not feel comfortable. Oubre guarded by Kawhi. Here's Joel. Going to find Maxey. 5 to go in the second. Maxey finds Joel. Joel jabbing, pulls up for 3. It's off again. I don't like this. I don't like this. Kawhi double teamed, had it poked away. Going to stay with the Clippers. Beer Batter Gummy Shark, to the trade nerds, if we trade PG, do we have to take back his contracted value or his suspension reduced contracted value? So I'll answer that in 1 second. Here's Kobe Sanders coming around a screen, drives into the paint, turns, spins. Sanders puts it up off balance and knocks it down. Nurse, you might have to call a timeout, man. You got to call a timeout, bro. Neighbors ain't going to know what hit them come playoff time. That's a fact. That's a fact. 9-0 run. We got a timeout by the Sixers. Much needed, man. The lead is dwindling. 740 people in the chat. Thank you all for being here. Sixers Game Day live show. Presented by National University. Powered by the Sleeper app. Listen, it's a late night, man. Yeah. This team, I just cannot feel comfortable with a Sixers lead. And we haven't even hit the third quarter yet. So, Beer Batter Gummy Shark, to your question. So the deducted trade value that you speak of. So essentially what that is the Sixers get a tax credit pretty much. Because like essentially they're not paying Paul George as much money because the games that he is missing, he doesn't get paid for. Does that make sense? So the amount that they're going to pay Paul George this year is not going to be 52 or 53 million. The games that he's going to miss is something along the lines of like 11 million. And then according to the rules, they get half of that as a tax credit, which is why it's making it easier for them to deduct the tax. So anyway, to answer your question, if the Sixers trade Paul George, yes, the salary match thing still applies. It does not take into account the money that he will not make. I'm pretty sure on that. $2 super chat, Bernard McCoy. What's up, man? RB and Embiid has to go in the post some. Yeah, I agree with that. I thought he was doing that early in this game. I mean, I don't feel like the offense is the issue. I don't feel like the offense is the issue right now. I think the defense is the issue. They're forcing the ball out of Kawhi's hands, but now some of these other cats are starting to make shots. You know? So I just think the Sixers are, like, in that first, 5 minutes of the game, when they were 7 of 13 from the field, they were also locked in defensively. I said it at the beginning of the game, right? I'm like, they did not play like this against the Kings or the Pelicans. So, yeah, they're losing it a bit defensively right now. Karen, thank you for listening to me explain it. I appreciate that. RB is an analysis for real. Hey, appreciate it, man. Listen, that's the beautiful part of this show, man. I feel like this show gives you every component. We give you the live game coverage, the game call, but we also break it down as it happens. We talk about everything. We react to your comments. The goal of this community is to give the fans a voice. That's what we do, man. Thank you for all the comments and the kind words, man. Do we lose the salary deduction tax credit if we take back Giannis? That is a good question. Do we lose the tax credit if we take back Giannis? Like if we trade Paul George, like let's say we trade for Paul George, right? So we would take on Giannis's money. We would get rid of Paul George's money. And yeah. You know, it would just all depend on like obviously, you know, whether you're in the first apron, whether you're not, whether you're above the luxury tax, but not in the first apron. The Sixers want to be below the luxury tax line. They don't want to pay tax at the end of the season. Well, at least the owners don't. Kawhi misses the step back deep too. Here come the 76ers. VJ drives downhill, kicks out to Embiid. Now Watford in for the first time. VJ going to pop a 3 and hits. Big shot, VJ. Yeah, I'm not like a capologist, 100% expert, but doing this for years now, I have grown a much better understanding of a lot of things, but there's still some like intricate things like the Paul George suspension, it gets very like tricky to understand. But pretty much what you want to know is that, there's the luxury tax line, right? And then there's the first apron, the second apron. Sixers were about 7-ish million above the luxury tax line. They were right under the first apron. As you get into those aprons, you get more and more penalties. That's why teams are trying to build differently now, because they don't want to get all these penalties, right? Where you lose draft picks or you can't trade for this, whatever it is, right? But the Sixers are trying to not only stay below the first apron, they're trying to get below the luxury tax line, because unfortunately, this is all a business. And if you stay above that luxury tax line, then I forget what the exact thing is, but for every dollar you're above the luxury tax, Josh Harris has to pay a certain amount in tax. And even though he's a billionaire, he's like, yeah, I don't care about winning enough to want to pay that much tax. So anyway, that's like a short analysis conclusion of it all. There's Joel Embiid turning, driving, Watford, Embiid against Lopez, goes up. Where's the foul at? All over him, no whistle. No whistle. Sanders down to Zubats. Zubats kicks out to Lopez. Lopez to Dunn. 14 on the shot clock. Dunn around his screen. Chris Dunn crossover with the left hand. Drives against Maxey. Floats up. Missed it. Joel has it. Here come the Sixers. Joel getting wrapped up. Sent to the floor. It's going to be a foul on Chris Dunn. Beer Batter Gummy Shark says repeater tax is horrendous. Well, yeah, repeater tax is horrendous, but the Sixers are not in that boat. They never even stay in the tax to begin with. Joel steps back, mid-range 2. Left it short. All I'm saying is this year the Sixers cannot worry about the damn luxury tax if they have any interest in actually winning. Chris Dunn going to pull a 3 from the corner. He missed it. Joel taps to VJ. Here we go. 16-point game. Maxey to VJ. VJ on the wing for 3. Can't get it. The Eastern Conference is wide open right now. The Sixers cannot worry about the damn luxury tax. As Lopez misses another layup. Unfortunately, I think they are, though, because that's why Drummond's probably going to get traded for no reason. Kelly, corner 3. Cha-ching! Kelly! Oh, we got 300 likes, too. Y'all didn't even let me know. Oh, didn't even let me know. We got to wake up the damn neighbors again, man. I got to scream again. Don't get us to 400 likes, man. Collins floats it up. He's fouled. I guess we got to wake up the damn neighbors, man. Welcome in, man. 756 people in the chat. 300 likes in the chat. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Yes,
wake them up,
sir.
I got to chill, man. I got to chill. Let's go. First one was missed at the line. Karen says, I got to kiss my Kelly posters now. Yo, Karen is a Kelly Oubre super fan. I'm telling you, Karen has to have like a wall of Kelly Oubre merchandise. We got every type of fanboy in this chat. We got Janai Broom fanboys in this chat. That's what we do. That's what we do. Maxey and Embiid two-man game. Embiid wings it out. Grimes wide open 3. Cha-ching! Is Grimes back? Is Grimes back after that poster dunk? Grimes hitting wide open 3s now? Oh, he might be back. He might be back. Guys, can we drop a Dr. Johnny in the chat, man? Dr. Johnny fixed not only Joel, but Kawhi as well. First one good at the line. Let's go, man. Appreciate y'all being in here, man. We do this every single game. Pre-game, live game, post-game coverage.
Let's go.
Second one good. $5 super chat. Time to obligation. What gonna into your... Sorry, I'll read that in a second. I'm confused. Watford, reverse layup. He's fouled under the rim. What gonna into your the Philly Steak Sixers? What gonna into your... What got into your the Philly Steak Sixers? They're destroying the hot Clippers. Pause, bro. Pause, bro. Whoa. What time is it, bro? What time? Whoa. Nah, I'm just kidding, bro. Just kidding. Brook Lopez turns, spins, floats it up, in off the window. Listen, man, the Sixers are cooking. They are cooking, man. They are cooking like a nice Philly steak. Here's Joel Embiid against Brook Lopez. Turns, spins into the paint, floats it up, left it short. Joel just tumbled over Brook Lopez, and then there goes someone else tumbling over Joel. That's number 14. Now, I know I'm going to not say this guy's name correctly. Brook Lopez is still on the floor complaining to the official from the floor. The guy that just came in for the Clippers is first round pick out of Penn State this year, Yannick Conan Niederhauser. I know I said that wrong. I'm guessing that's a German name. He almost stepped on Joel's face, by the way. Niederhauser. So let's not step on Joel's face. Joel Embiid still only has 4 points in this game, by the way. First one good at the line. Yo, Brook Lopez is mad, bro. He went off to the bench storming. Second one good for Joel Embiid, 70-49. Sixers lead it by 21. Here is Jordan Miller driving downhill, kicks out Batum, the no-dip three. Can't get it. Niederhauser trying to get the board. He's fighting VJ. He takes it away and then slams it down with force. Holy smokes. 20 seconds to go here in the second. Maxey guarded by Chris Dunn. Maxey one-on-one. He's going to spin, drive, step back. 2 seconds separating game and shot clock. Joel driving to the rim. Goes up, reverse lay. Did he get the foul? I think he did. Joel is pissed off at the ref. Dude, the refs are catching strays right now from these players. Vincent says he's Swedish, and Maury wanted him in the second round. First off, shout out to everybody that is still awake, man. Drop some fires in the chat. We got 740 people in the live show. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I'm RB. I do this every single game. You don't have to be a Sixers fan to subscribe. Hit that sub button. Guys, can we get to 51.3, man? See that sub count in the bottom right? Can we get to 51.3? Hit that red subscribe button. It's completely free. We got the third quarter coming up, man. I'm definitely concerned about the third quarter. And Joel going to knock down at the line. Clippers running it up the floor. Miller against Embiid. Why didn't you try to block that, Joe? Wide open layup. Embiid full court heave. Throws it into next year. I don't know why Joel did not try to block that shot. That did not make any sense. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Sixers Game Day Live show right here on Philly Take with RB. All of you have been incredible here in this first half. Thank you so much for being here, man. Really appreciate it. I don't have a lot of complaints from this first half. We'll talk about a lot of the good, and we'll talk about what they need to do going into the second half in order to maintain this lead and actually get a convincing win. Did not think they would be here right now. So we'll talk about it. And we'll talk about a couple of the adjustments that I saw Nick Nurse make, which have been very good. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what we do at halftime, man. Sum it up in one word. One word in the chat, man. Drop one word in the chat to describe this game right now. How are you feeling about this game? We will be here all night through the rest of the game into the post game. Give me one word to describe this game. There's a lot of ways you can go with this one for sure. I think my word tonight is going to be, I'm going to say tenacity. I'm going to say tenacity. The reason I say tenacity is because the 76ers are just playing like, for the most part, that they really want this game. Like, I'm just seeing a different level of focus and attention to detail and just energy in this game that I have not seen over the last 5 to 10. So I would say tenacity. They're very like high energy tonight. They're making plays happen in transition. They're playing great defense for most of the first half. So I'm going to say tenacity. What do you guys think, man? Let's see. Barlow, great word. Good way to sum it up. Dominic Barlow, I mean, give him some love, man. Dominic Barlow has been incredible. What else? Hustle in the chat. Like it. What's up, Fredo? Outrageous. Spanking. Cooking. Sensational. Embiid-less. Clippers got clipped. Exceptional. Mystical. Cautiously optimistic. 2 words, I'll take it. Clinical. BTA. Puzzling. Barlow. What else? Third quarter fear. That's how you know we are scarred as Sixers fans, man. After a great first half, we're saying third quarter fear. Toxicology. Domination. Disrespect. Defining. I like it. I like it. Persevere. Good words. Good words, man. Shout out to all the vocab wizards in the chat. All right, we're going to talk about this game, and I want your takes in the chat. Do you think the Sixers can survive the third quarter woes? Matter of fact, forgot to put a poll earlier in the chat. Guys, get us up to 500 likes, man. Stop playing around. Subscribe to the channel. We do it every single game. Just support us, man. Follow us everywhere. Mods, drop that Linktree link in the chat. Can the Sixers survive the third quarter? That is the question. Like I said, back-to-back, first game of a 5-game West Coast trip. I think it's going to be a bit tough to win tomorrow, even though no Steph Curry for the Warriors, no Jimmy Butler. It feels like a game they should win tomorrow, right? I feel like they're going to make it tough. But if they can win this game tonight, especially with the way the Clippers have been playing. I think it makes me feel a lot better going into tomorrow. So, we will talk about what needs to happen going into the second half. But before we do that, got to give a shout out to our great partners over at Sleeper. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what we do every single game. We make the picks. Download the Sleeper app. Use our code PhillyTake. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100 over on Sleeper. And here is our picks from the beginning of the game. Let's see how they're doing. We had Kawhi Leonard over 26.5. He is currently at 13. Tried to reverse jinx him. We'll see if he hits that number. Sixers doing a good job double teaming him. Vita Zubats over 11.5 boards. He's currently at 5, so about halfway there. Maxey over 25.5 points. He's at 16, over halfway. And we had Quentin Grimes over 1.5 threes, and he is currently at 1. So we're about halfway on every pick. Shout out to QDOT with the posterizer. Maybe that can get him re-energized and resurged back into himself. He hit a 3-ball after that. So we'll see. But once again, shout out to Sleeper. Don't sleep on the game. Make your picks over at Sleeper. In less than 30 seconds, you can make your entries. You can cross-parlay your picks, and you can win up to 1,000 times your payout on the Sleeper app. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Please gamble responsibly. Operational in over 25 states. We will check back on our post-game show. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What do the 76ers need to do to win this game? This is going to sound very simple, okay? 2 things. Number 1, they need to do exactly what they did in the first half. And number 2, they need to not collapse in the third quarter. They need to not collapse in the third quarter. What are we talking about with trade discussions? What are we talking about with trade discussions? Did something happen with trade? Now you guys took me off my freaking train of thought, bro. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find out what's going on here. People are saying James Harden got traded. All right, so I finally found the report. So you guys took me off my train of thought, but I gave my thoughts on the second half. So here is the report from Sports Illustrated's Chris Mannix, who is a pretty credible reporter. The Clippers and Cavaliers have had quote-unquote advanced trade discussions on James Harden for Darius Garland. Well, the jokes write themselves, bro. Listen, why am I laughing? I'm laughing for a couple of reasons. The main reason I'm laughing is because it just all clicked in my head. You know, it's a late night, right? Like, we're streaming late night here. We're not used to this. You ever just have everything click into your head at once? I just remembered that James Harden was out of this game due to personal reasons. Now, anybody that has been a part of the James Harden experience knows what James Harden being out for personal reasons means. Yeah, James Harden's about to get traded. Harden is about to get traded. And the funniest thing is that he's going to get traded to the Cavaliers. You think that moves the needle for me? I'm telling you right now, Cleveland. And look, I think Cleveland's been underwhelming, so I understand why they would want to make a move. I think from a fit perspective, thinking about Cleveland's team, well, it is interesting because Cleveland right now is the only team that is in the second apron. So anyway, I said we were going to talk about other trades in the NBA, right? They traded for Keon Ellis. So the Cavs are trying to revamp their team, which I think is smart. But they traded DeAndre Hunter away. They trade for Keon Ellis. And everybody thought that their next move was going to be trading Lonzo Ball so that they could get out of the second apron because they'll be in some pretty tough penalties at the end of the year. But now it sounds like they're going to trade for James Harden. Look, the fit, I understand it, but Cleveland, you are making a huge mistake. And I'm not going to sit here and try to discredit James Harden. I know all his fanboys are going to come flooding into the chat. But let's be honest, man. Everywhere James Harden goes, it ends up destructing. James Harden, if he doesn't like the way you look at him, he's going to start, going out there and just chucking whatever shots he wants and doing whatever he wants. Now, I will say this. I hope that this trade happens because, as I have been telling the Clippers fan base for the last 4 months now, actually, I said this back in July. I had, I think, 500 Clippers fans comments on my Twitter reel. They all called me an idiot. They said I was insane. I told them that the Sixers' unprotected first-round pick via the Clippers in 28 is going to turn into gold. The worse that the Clippers do, the better that pick is going to turn out for the 76ers. So the Sixers need the Clippers to keep doing that because their picks, the pick swap and the first-round unprotected pick, are going to keep getting better in a couple years. And then Clippers fans came back and said to me, oh, well, Clippers are never going to tank. They're never going to get rid of James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. Well, I'm telling you right now, man, it seems like they're going to move Harden. So that's just step number one. That's step number one. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, the Cavs did get Dennis Schroeder as well. Schroeder, I think, is a good player. Again, the Cavs are trying to revamp their team, but they're still going to be in a tough financial position. So I'm not doing the Harden thing, Dalen. I'm not doing it tonight. I've been speaking the facts on the Harden situation. I'm just telling you my thoughts. You don't have to agree with me. But I'm just telling you straight up. I don't think this is going to move the needle for Cleveland. I think James Harden needs the ball in his hands a lot. And I think it's going to mess up the flow with Donovan Mitchell. I think Garland can fit better alongside Donovan Mitchell. I don't know how Harden and Mitchell are going to fit. But anyway, man, I want to see the trade happen because I think it signals that the Clippers are going to take a step back. I mean, it is weird though, right? The Clippers have won 17 out of their last 21 games. Like, they're actually starting to play better, but maybe they view it the same way we've all viewed it, in that James Harden just cannot win. Simple as that. Anyway, man, what else do I want to say about this game before we get into the second half now? Let's look at the team stats real quick. Sixers need to survive the third quarter. Sixers are shooting 53% from three tonight. Wow. 93 from the line. They've only turned it over 2 times. Sixers have been really taking care of the ball well. They have 16 points off of turnovers, off 8 turnovers, which is incredible. Like I said, Sixers are really moving it in transition and just capitalizing on opportunities. Beer batter gummy shark, I agree. 100%. 100%. We got to worry about how it affects the draft picks. Imagine the day we get 1K likes in a live regular season game. We've done it before, man. We did it at the beginning of the year. We just need y'all to hit the thumbs up, man. Oh, wait, we just got a Shams tweet. The LA Clippers and 11-time All-Star James Harden are working through whether the sides can find a deal by Thursday's NBA trade deadline. Both sides are aligned in convos together and with interested teams. Death taxes and James Harden quitting on another team. The Sixers are about to strike gold on their 2028 draft pick. It's almost like Clippers fans owe me an apology, but will the Clippers fan base come in here? First shot is missed by the 76ers, and here we go. It is a 19-point game. Here's the drive, the kick out. 3-ball. Collins, he knocks it down. Tyrese Maxey going to drill a 3. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure some things out here. What's going on? Well, guys, it's good that we're doing this game tonight, aren't we? It's a good thing that we're watching this unfold as the Sixers take on the Clippers. It's just so poetic, isn't it? It's just so poetic. Joel Embiid puts it up from the high post. Got it to go. Joel right in stride. Definitely needed here. He's got double digits. 4 Sixers in double digits now in the starting 5. Here's a 3 from Dunn. That one is no good. Barlow just took a hit on top of the head. It was John Collins that knocked him down. It's going to be a foul. Harden, great player, can't win by himself. As a fact. 77-59. VJ at the top, dribbling, driving, finds Embiid. Embiid puts one up. Got it again. Let's go. Here comes Sanders around a screen, pulls it up and knocks it down from the free throw line. So the Clippers are scoring now. Sixers got to keep at it. Maxey gets double team, finds Joel. Here's VJ in the paint. Oh, what a dime. The Barlow goes up, lays it in. Woo! What a sequence by the 76ers. Kawhi going to step back, puts up a mid-range, hits it. So it is an 18-point game. Sixers having their way here offensively to begin the third. Can they keep it up is the question. Maxey working against Zubats now. Here comes a double team. Clippers rotating over. VJ in the corner. Nice screen from Barlow, but VJ couldn't knock it down. Here we go. Kawhi going to put up a three. He left it short. Sixers have it. 81-63. Here's Maxey, Joel, Maxey dribbles, kicks, VJ in the corner for three, and it's off the mark. Clippers pick it up. Kawhi down the other end of the floor. Listen, man, they got to put a body on Kawhi. They have to put a body on Kawhi, man. Joel Embiid. Driving, he gets smacked by Zubats. Joel's on the ground. Zubats is crying again. 750 people in the chat. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play a fun game we like to play called Drop the Spot. Drop it like it's hot, man. Let me know where y'all are tapping in from on this late Monday night. First of a back-to-back for the Sixers. Second of a back-to-back for the Clippers. We have James Harden trade rumors going on right now. We got a lot going on. Drop it in the chat. Where are you tuning in from? Drop your country, state, city, town, whatever. Where is everybody tuning in from? Busy says Harden is turning into a journeyman. Yeah, it's just who he is. You know, he's a great individual player. He's done some great things, but at the end of the day, he's never going to win. And the Clippers are now seeing it firsthand. And, you know, they've won 17 out of 21 games. They're playing great basketball. And what does Harden do? He's like, I'm out. Peace. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting traded because he wants a contract extension. I forget what deal he signed this past offseason, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wants more money. And they said no, and they're like, all right, well, we'll just trade you. We got NYC in the building, man. South Carolina in the chat. ATL, Upper Darby, PA, NC. Shout out NC. South NJ in the building. Langhorne, PA, North Philly. Shout out to all the members in here. Fort Collins in the building. Sixer Nation, PA in the chat. Northeast Philly. Illinois in the chat. Jacksonville, Florida. Charlotte, NC. North Philly in the building. AC in the house. We got New Zealand in the chat. Harden is amazingly consistent in the playoffs. Every crucial game 6-7, he pees down his leg. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. People don't want to listen, man. I told him last year he was going to disappear in game 7. He did it again. Listen, I don't have anything personal against Harden as a player. The way he handled his Sixers departure was absolutely ridiculous. And Harden has like more fanboys than maybe any other player ever. And they all have just, you know, had this beef against us Sixer fans and every other team they leave. They kind of like leave a trail behind. So just know, Clippers fans, you guys are next. You know, they're going to be coming at you for the next however many years. And they're very strange people, right? And, you know, I just tried to warn him, like, he's going to disappear in the bright lights. That's what he does. And he's going to blame somebody else. $2 super chat. Bernard McCoy says RB VJ's threes are killing us. Drive to the rim. Just got to knock them down. North Jersey in the building. We got Long Beach, CA. Let's go, man. Phoenix in the chat. Bristol, Virginia in the house. As a Cavs fan, I can say pull the lever on the Harden-Garland trade. I'm even saying that with Darius being one of my favorite Cavs. Like I said, I understand it from the Cavs' perspective why they would try to make a big swing based on how they've looked this season. I just think it's going to create a bit of a weird dynamic with Donovan Mitchell. Just my own opinion, but we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, guys, I've covered every saga. I've covered Ben Simmons, James Harden, etc. And the Harden stuff was insane too. Now, I'm not saying Morey had no blame in it. He did, but Harden also had blame. Matter of fact, while we're waiting for this challenge, let me go find my tweet. Here's what I put out on July 21st, guys. Did they overturn the call? I don't know. The guy just said talked for like 10 minutes. It is successful. Okay, so it's going to be overturned, not a foul on Zubats. Clippers will get it. This is the tweet I put out on July 21st of this year, or last year, I'm sorry, 2025. I said the Clippers are about to strike gold for the Sixers. Over 300 Clippers fans commented on that, calling me an idiot. And here we are. So it's going to be a jump ball. Sixers get it back anyway. Okay, so it was a jump. EJ going to pop a three. It's off the mark. Sixers get it back. Here's Joel Embiid. Joel for three. Cha-ching! Let's go, man. EJ pokes it away from Kawhi. Here come the Sixers 5-on-1. Maxey a three. Missed it in transition. Maxey trying to get the board. It's poked away out of bounds. Going to be Clippers ball. Maxey, that's a bad decision, man. You had a 5-on-1. You had a 5-on-1. Chris Dunn going to find Ivica Zubats. Zubats going to find Kawhi Leonard. Leonard working against Kelly Oubre. Kawhi gets double teamed. Zubats kicks it out to Sanders. Sanders step back three. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. VJ going to find Tyrese Maxey. Maxey drives downhill, finds a cutting VJ. VJ under the rim, goes up, lays it in, got it, and one! Yes, sir! Ladies and gentlemen, 760 people in the live show. Welcome in Sixers Game Day Live, presented by National University. Tonight it is Sixers Nighttime Live, as it is almost midnight here on the East Coast, and we are still rocking through, feeling good. DJ going to the line for one more. Guys, we need 32 more likes. Get us to 400 and hit that subscribe button. We do it every game. You don't just have to be a Sixers fan to participate. We are building a big NBA community. We stream other teams as well, especially come playoff time. So welcome in, man. Give us your thoughts in the chat. Looks like James Harden is about to get traded soon. It's funny, I was just talking in the pregame about James Harden because when he got traded from the Sixers, I woke up at 2:30 in the morning to live stream about that. I was the first one to get on it, even before ESPN, and it was wild. It was wild, man. So here we are. Here we are again. Feels like he's about to get traded again. Let me ask you guys this now in the chat while we wait for another challenge. Let me ask you guys this. This is an honest question, right? Say you're the 76ers, and we're just talking hypotheticals here. Now you're looking at that Clippers 2028 pick, right? You're looking at that 2029 pick swap with the Clippers. Could that be enough to entice the Milwaukee Bucks for Giannis Antetokounmpo? I'm looking into the future here. I'm putting on the thinking cap on the fly. I haven't looked at anything else yet, but I'm just thinking, right? We've been talking about, is it VJ? Is it McCain? Grimes? What's your best offer for Giannis, right? Giannis definitely has some interest in a young team like the Sixers. There was a report put out earlier tonight. They said Giannis doesn't really want to go to the Warriors because he doesn't want to play with an old team. He wants to go with a nice young core. Well, could he be enticed? Could the Milwaukee Bucks look at that first round pick and that pick swap and be like, man, that's starting to feel pretty enticing? Just asking a question. Just asking a question. What do you guys think, man? Grimes, McCain, and 2 first. Not going to get it done. PG, and picks only, no VJ. I feel like they would want VJ. I'm just asking a question. Are the picks good enough now? Could they entice him? If Harden is traded, LAC will be even better. Clippers aren't doing anything either way. T-Wolves young too, bro. Yeah, I tweeted earlier today. I said, imagine if the Sixers got into the trade as a third team. Unsuccessful challenge, but it is not a shooting foul, they say. So VJ will not go to the line, but the Sixers will have the ball. But yeah, I tweeted earlier today, what if the Sixers could finally redeem themselves and get the right McDaniels brother? Remember when they had Jalen McDaniels? What if they could get Jaden McDaniels, get in on the trade, even if they don't get Giannis? Maybe they get a nice 3-and-D guy who's a really good player. Here's Maxey and Embiid. Maxey steps back, finds Embiid. Nice quick motion. Joel for 3. Knocks it down. An offensive foul? Who's the offensive foul on? They called a foul on Tyrese Maxey? Get out of here, man. Now we got, what, a shot clock malfunction? Come on, man. Here is John Collins dribbling, driving, one bounce down to Zubats. Zubats against Embiid, kicks out to Sanders. 12 on the shot clock. Sanders, step back 2. It's short. Collins the board, and he throws it down. You know who'd be nice to be in this game right now? Andre Drummond. Oh, wait, but he's getting traded. Here's VJ Edgecombe coming around a screen, drives downhill, kicks out to Oubre, pump fake, probably should have shot it. Oubre does a 360, Maxey, now Embiid, 5 on the shot clock. Embiid fakes the pass, drives, Embiid puts it up, got it off the bounce. Woo! John Collins drives, kicks it a corner. Collins up at the wing. Dribbling, driving all the way. Collins goes up and missed it. Sixers have it. Here they come. Halfway into the third. 16-point game. Here's Joel. Finds Maxey. 5:57 in the third. Maxey downhill. Drives, floats it up. Missed everything. Maxey's on the ground. Maxey wanted a whistle. Didn't get it. Maxey doesn't like it. Mr. Scum says, who would not want Giannis? I think it just depends on what you have to give up to get him. 5:40 to go. Sixers double team Kawhi off the ball. Here's a wide open floater, and Dunn floats it in. Like I said, man, can't double team all game long. Clippers are going to adjust. VJ going to find Joel. Back to VJ. Now Maxey wide open from 3. Come on, Maxey. You got to hit that, man. Here we go with the third quarter crap again. Kawhi down the floor, goes up, lays it in. Just call a damn timeout, bro. Well, we got 14 points in the third, bro. There's no way that this happens every third quarter, man. There's something wrong with the Sixers' third quarter. Joel Embiid, guarded by Dunn, floats up a three. Did he get it in shooting motion? Did he get it in shooting motion? If so, what a freaking play. First one good for Joel. I don't get how this team cannot play in the third quarter, man. 800 people in the chat. Let's go. We need 10 more likes. Get us to 400. Hit that subscribe button and welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. We do this every single game. We give you the live game play-by-play. We give you the analysis as it happens. We give you the live stats and a whole bunch more. Shout out to the channel members in here, man. Thanks for being here. Can the Sixers survive? Can they finally get past the freaking third quarter? I mean, they're still struggling, man. Still struggling. Come on, bro. Joel going to knock down all three at the line. He is 7 of 7 from the line. $15-point game now. 4:50 to go in the third. Here comes another double team. They're going to leave someone wide open. Chris Dunn floats it up, and yeah, Sixers cannot keep doing that. Chris Dunn has wide open floaters from the mid-range. Wide open. Every play. Maxey working against Zubats finds Joel. Joel to the corner. Kelly going to step into a three. They need it. It's an air ball, and here come the LA Clippers. Kawhi down to the paint. He's fouled. Kawhi going to the line. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Karen says, shout out to you, RB. Let's go, Sixers. Beer Batter Gummy Shark says, I'd rather trade Embiid straight up for Giannis than PG, VJ, and the picks. Sixers won't trade Embiid. Tell you right now. Even if you think they should, they're not going to. 4:15 to go here in the third. Brook Lopez going to pop up for three. No good. Tell you what, man, I might have to stream now on Thursday for the deadline. It's getting interesting now. Oubre floats one up, left it short. Barlow, tap, miss, puts it in. He's fouled. Was it an and one? Did they give him the bucket? They did. And one.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, man. Thank you for not hitting the like button. That way I don't have to scream and wake up the neighbors and risk the chance of getting the cops called. Shout out to y'all. Y'all understood the assignment. 830 people in the chat. Let's go. Hit that sub button. Here's Chris Dunn. Finds Collins, another foul. So we have the first of a back-to-back tonight. We are pushing through it. We'll be live for the rest of this game into the post game. We will continue to talk about these trade rumors going on. I live stream the trade deadline every year. Now this week on Thursday, the Sixers do have a game at 10, so it'll be a long day, but I think we're going to stream the trade deadline like we normally do. Zubats puts it up and in. 14-point game. The Clippers are continuing to respond. They're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. There's Tyrese Maxey. He's going to step back deep too. Knocks it down. Big shot by Maxey. Much needed. Started out really hot in this game and then got cold. Trying to get his mojo back. And now Zubats going to be called for an illegal screen. Let's go, man. Yeah, keep it respectful in the chat. We all have our own opinions. We can all agree to disagree. It's all good, man. Unfortunately, we have 400 likes, so we have to wake up the neighbors. Hopefully, this isn't the one that gets the sirens, man. We'll hit the horn in just a second. Drop those yes, sirs in the chat. Embiid to Maxey. Maxey downhill. Steps back over Sanders for three. Just left it a tad short. 3:10 to go here in the third. Now it is Miller for three. Can't knock it down. Collins tried to put back. No can do. Here come the 76ers. It's Barlow to Maxey. Maxey steps back, finds Embiid. Touches back to Maxey. Maxey has a double. Here's Joel driving into the paint. Push off. Steps up. Puts it up. No good. 16-point game. 2:45 to go here in the third. 94-78. Here's Miller working against Embiid. Takes it back to the perimeter. He has a one-on-one. Maxey's going to come double. Now the Sixers rotating. And Collins fouled by Watford. Let's go, man.
Yes,
Woo!
sir.
Yes, sir. Wake him up. Here's Nicholas Batum, going to inbound to John Collins, guarded by Barlow in the post. He turns, he fades, and hits. John Collins coming alive. 14 now on the night. 2:18 to go here in the third. VJ guarded by Sanders. VJ going to find Joel. Joel back to VJ. VJ working with the ball. Pulls up from the elbow. Left it short. Clippers have it. Here they go. VJ poked it away. Who is it going to be out on? VJ says it's out on the Clippers. The refs say it's out on VJ. VJ wants a challenge. We'll see if Nurse calls it. He's not. Kobe Sanders working against Quentin Grimes. 1:50 to go here in the third. No look dime. Joel left the guy wide open under the rim. And it's an easy dunk for the LA Clippers. It is now a 12-point game. So the Sixers are doing the thing again in the third quarter, which I said at halftime they cannot do. At this point, the lack of third quarter production is just absurd. I mean, this is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. All right, Dalen, you gotta get timed out for a bit, bro. We can't start insulting people in the chat, bro. That's what we're not gonna do. We can all have our own opinions in the chat. We're not gonna start insulting people, and we can't have that. Mods, y'all gotta get him out of here if he's doing that. Like I said, man, part of a community is to have different opinions and to discuss and to chat and all that stuff. Here's my take on the Giannis thing. I do think some team is going to trade for Giannis. I don't think it's going to be a team that everybody probably wants to, because I don't think a lot of the big teams have a lot of trade capital right now. I don't think teams are really willing to give up a lot of draft picks right now because of how the CBA is and all that stuff. But I do think some team is going to overpay for Giannis. And I don't think the Bucks can really keep him the rest of the year unless they just tell him, hey, go home and sit and don't play. But yeah, Joel misses the mid-range shot. But yeah, it will be interesting. I think the rest of the market is also being held up by Giannis as well. But at this point, what I'm focused on is the Sixers winning this game. Collins fouled by Embiid. Come on, man. We got to wake the hell up, bro. At this point, somebody needs to do something, man. There's no way they keep playing this way in the third quarter. Karen said it perfectly. At halftime break causes a malfunction. Exactly. Every game, man. Every game. It's unreal. The Clippers should not even be close to this game, man. Clippers should not even be close to this game. Why is this an 11-point game? That's absurd. Especially with the back-to-back. You want to make this game a lot easier, man. Second free throw is missed by Collins, so it is 94-83. Watford is in, McCain is in, VJ, Grimes, and Embiid. Here's Grimes around a screen, pulls up a triple, and knocks it down. Cute. Quentin Grimes may be revived after that poster dunk. Sixers are 13 of 30 from three. Clippers are 6 of 21, and there goes Miller right to the rim again. Joel, you got to play defense, bro. Joel, you got to jump. Sorry, man. You have to. Here's Quentin Grimes spinning, dribbling against two. He drives to the lane. Oh, nice dish. McCain in the corner three. He got it. And he quiets somebody in the front row. Oh, I like that, Jared. He told somebody to shut their mouth in the front row. Here's Kobe Sanders working against VJ Edgecombe. Dribbles downhill, turns, spins, kicks out to Batum. Batum, Lopez for three. It's short. Here comes McCain. 15 seconds to play. McCain. Time for one more. McCain throws it away. Miller's got a wide open layup. Terrible. That was terrible. Gave it right back at the end. Grimes full court three, no good. So we go to the fourth quarter. The Sixers got outscored by 6 in that quarter. So it was a 19-point game. Now it is a 13-point game. Chat, what do you guys think, man? 70% on the poll said yes, and I guess they kind of survived. Who do you guys think is going to win this game? Who do you guys think will pull out this game? Can the Sixers hold on in the fourth quarter without making it super, super cardiac? Give me your thoughts in the chat. We will talk about all this and more as well into the post game. Before we get to the fourth quarter, gotta give one more big shout out to our great partners of the show that make it possible for us and you. Speaking of and you, shout out to National University. Did you know right now, more than 1 in 3 college students are considering pausing their degree, citing emotional stress, mental health challenges? Well, that's why NU offers free virtual mental health counseling. They offer a peer navigator network, a student wellness center, and on top of all of that, they provide you with the resources you need to have a successful education and academic career. Nearly 70% of college students today are working while in school. You have to find that balance. National University gets that, and they don't ask you to press pause on one part of your life. They don't ask you to choose between school and life. They offer the most comprehensive degree and program options in the U.S. for working and non-traditional students. 4 and 8 week online classes that help you balance work life and school. Last year, National University also awarded $50 million in scholarships. They are invested in your education and seeing you thrive. So apply to their new Year of You scholarship that is ongoing right now. Application through the end of March. Get up to $6,000 per year on your bachelor's or master's degree. Shout out to National University. If you're interested in checking out their flexible online curriculum offerings, click the link down in the description or the live chat. Get more info today. Shout out to National University, a proud partner of Philly Take with RB for the last 2 years. All right, guys and girls, fourth quarter, here we go. It is midnight. Drop the fires in the chat. It is midnight. We still have 800 people in the chat. Get us to 500 likes right now. Y'all have been doing pretty well tonight, I have to say. Thank you to everybody who is in here. Did not expect that many of you to be in here, but as always, here we go. Sixers, I would like to put in a request to not make this game cardiac down to the last second. It'd be nice not to scream and wake up the neighbors again. But if we do, then we got to do what we got to do. It is the nighttime live show. I guess you could call it nighttime live. Clippers fans are spazzing out on Twitter, man. The trade that comes out of nowhere, man. Last year it was the Luka Doncic trade, and now it is the James Harden trade again. Part $5 million. All right, man. Here we go. Here we go. Sixers lead by 13. Maxey going to find Dominic Barlow. Barlow turn to the corner. Drives, goes downhill, floats it up, missed it. Oubre turns, spins, goes up, and it's short. Bona is in for the Sixers. For the Clippers, Zubats, Kawhi, Lopez, Miller, and Batum. Lopez drives, blocked by Adem Bona. Maxey, Barlow, Oubre, Bona, and Grimes. Barlow to Maxey. Maxey. Ooh, step back. Maxey for three. Couldn't hit it. Bona tracking down the board. Pick up the ball, bro. Here come the Clippers. Down by 13. And we have a kick ball on the Sixers. Dude, it's crazy how it's like clockwork, man. Bona, every game has like 2 massive blocks, and that's all he does. At this point, man, Bona, you should have a more developed offensive game, and you should be able to grab the basketball, man. This game is destined for OT. Listen, if this game goes to OT, man, I might have to go make some damn like coffee and breakfast. It'll be 5 a.m. I'd low-key be more scared of the Cavs if he goes there. I'm not. You know what he's going to do in the bright lights in the playoffs. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to hate on Harden, man. I'm just saying. I just don't really see the fit that well. I understand why the Cavs would do it, but I don't see the fit in the playoffs. Maxey for 3. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Tyrese.
He's on fire.
Woo. Let's go, man. Maxey leading all scorers with 24 points. Zubats out to the oppo corner. Lopez going to spot up a 3 and answers right back. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Maxey coming around a screen. Bona rolls to the rim. Maxey one-on-one gets double teamed. Here's Kelly Oubre. Oubre working against Batum. Drives downhill, goes up. Oubre, strong finish at the rim. Kelly! What a dribble drive. Finishes through traffic. Let's go, man. And the ball is batted away. Don't forget Dominic Barlow, even though he's been a bit quiet. 20 points and 14 rebounds. Can we give some love to Dominic Barlow in the chat? Holy crap, what a game, man. What a game. 9:55 to go. Kawhi getting doubled again off the ball. Now he dribbles away from it down the lane, and he posterizes Bona. Guess it doesn't count as a posterizer, but he pretty much smoked him and Oubre. Dude, what a... Kawhi's just going off, man. Clippers shooting 58% from the field and losing by 13. Bona into the paint. Kicks the Barlow under the rim. Behind the back dish. Bona picks it up. Let's go. Look at the rim. Bona. Oh my gosh, that was embarrassing. It was blocked by the Clippers. Are you telling me that is what I'm supposed to believe in over Andre Drummond? Holy smokes, bro. Oubre inbounds it. Grimes has to chuck it. Didn't get it off. Shot clock violation. Dude, the 76ers need to put Andre Drummond in the game, man. Kawhi one-on-one against Oubre. Drives, spins. Kawhi turns the other way. Missed it. Rebounded by Zubats. Dude, Bona, you're getting on my nerves, man. There's Kawhi Leonard, pump fake at the top. Kawhi working against Bona, down low, into the paint. Zubats has it, kicks to the corner. Lopez, and he stepped out of bounds. Let's go. Let's go, man. Sixers lead by 13. We still have a lot of ball left to play. 9 minutes to go. Maxey going to find Oubre. Oubre to Grimes. Nice screen and roll by Bona. Here's Grimes turning, spinning. Maxey in traffic. Kawhi trying to steal it away. Maxey, Grimes chucks up a three. Can't get it. Barlow fights back for it. Another big play by Dominic Barlow. Barlow dribbles into the paint, drives all the way, finishes at the rim and one.
Yes, sir.
Yo. A new career high for Dominic Barlow. It might be the only time that we can give him the MVP champ, but yo, what a freaking game, man. He's got a career high right now, bro. Holy smokes. 8:13 to go. Zubats, Miller, coming around a screen, dribbles, drives into the paint, floats it up, and hits. So the Clippers won't die. They won't go away. Maxey dribbling, wings it to the corner. Barlow for three. Cha-ching! Sixers leave a wide open shooter in the corner, and there it is. Brook Lopez for three. They keep leaving his damn shooter wide open, man. It's going to drive me nuts. Drive me nuts, bro. Maxey coming around a high screen from Bona. Maxey dribbling in, steps back. Maxey got it again. Put some respect on Tyrese Maxey. The MVP tonight is already Dominic Barlow. We don't even need to wait until the post game to say that. This game gives me so much hope. Like, this is the power forward tonight, what we're seeing out of Barlow. This is what I always talk about in terms of what this team needs next to Joel Embiid. This is special, man. I mean, holy crap, bro. Embiid's not even playing that well tonight, and the Sixers are commanding because of Dominic Barlow. It's just been a wild night, man. 10 of 16 from the field. And he just hit a three as well. His shot looked a little bit better on that, to be honest. 15 boards is incredible. I said Zubats might go for 20 boards. Shoot. Barlow might go for 20 boards. This is why I've been saying Barlow needs to be a starter, because his rebounding is so crucial. and his second chance hustle points are incredible. Guys, what do you think? Should Barlow continue to stay in the starting five? What do you think? Be back in 20 seconds.
Meet my dad. National University supports all his ANs with flexible online courses. He can be a student and catch bad guys on the internet and teach me how to hit a curveball and serve his country. He's an ander. National University supporting all your ANs.
All right, guys, we got about 7 minutes to go. Sixers need to win this game. He's got a career high 26 points, Dominic Barlow, 15 boards. I mean, talk about just incredible game tonight. Wow. What a difference maker he's been tonight. Bird Gang Nation says, I don't care, RB. Wake the neighbors up when the cops arrive. Just say Dominic Barlow. Get us to 500 likes, man. 900 people in here. 920 people in here. Get us to 500 likes, man. Let's go. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We do it every single game. We're going to be back tomorrow night like a psycho. We're going to be back tomorrow night like psychos, like we do every game. 10 offensive rebounds for Barlow? Are you kidding me? Unreal, man. This is what I've talked about, for years on this channel. I've said the Sixers need that gritty four that can shoot a little bit, grab boards, just, be a difference maker next to Joel and just take a lot of the pressure off him. And this is who Dominic Barlow is, man. Might be the best two-way signing I've ever seen in my life. There's another 3 from Kawhi. Are you kidding me, man? This man, shout out Dr. Johnny. We're giving him a third shout out tonight. Dr. Johnny, who operated on Embiid and Kawhi. Sensational work, Dr. Johnny. Sensational work. Here's Maxey again, working against Collins. 13-point game. Joel's back in with Maxey, Barlow, Oubre, and Grimes now. No VJ. Here's Joel. Turns, puts it up, and hits. Big shot by Joel Embiid. Joel is up to 22 on the night. Let's go. Need a couple big stops here. Can maybe make this a W. Sixers double team Kawhi off the ball again. They're leaving a wide open shooter. Miller drives against Embiid, goes up and draws the foul. Michael says, let's get those likes up. Cool J says, if we get to 500 likes, we hit the air horn and play the song twice. That's a fact. That's a fact. Y'all got to get it to 500 by the end of the game, though. We only got 6 minutes left. I hope you guys don't get it there. I don't want to hit the air horn again. Neighbors are going to call the cops, man. But we do it for the show. Yeah, shout out Dr. Johnny, man. Can't believe Harden is getting traded again. I can. This is his pattern. This is what he does, man. He doesn't like his team, then he sits out for personal reasons, and then he's on to the next. But hey, what do I know? I've just predicted the whole thing. Miller going to knock down at the line. 13-point game. Here we go. Here we go. 5:55 to play. 13-point lead for the Sixers. Joel turning, spinning against Zubats. Now to his right, floats one up. It is short. Clippers have it. Collins dribbling up the floor. He's going to cross over, drive downhill, floats it up, missed it. Another rebound for Barlow. Give him 20 boards, man. Get to 20. Get to 20, man. Maxey turns, kicks out to Oubre. Pump fake, drive, downhill. Oubre to Barlow. Barlow, Embiid threw it away. Come on, Joe. Kawhi dunks it. Come on, man. Can't do that. Can't do that. See, I'll tip my hat to a guy like Kawhi Leonard. He's battled back, battled through injury. I'm not going to hate on him, man. Kawhi has done his thing. Credit to him. He looks incredible right now. Him and Embiid should have made the All-Star game, both of them. Agree or disagree? Embiid knocks down the mid-range. Okay, come on, 13 points. 4:50 to play. Let's go. Come on. Come on now. Here's another mid-range. Kawhi fouled again. So now Kawhi going back to the line, trying to hit 30 on the night. James is playing 2K in real life. Exactly. Exactly. I think Harden is very predictable at this point. You know what's going to happen. Just being honest. But Clippers fans, I will say, you know, even though it doesn't feel like it right now, and even though your picks are going to turn out even better for the Sixers, you will be better in the long term, I do think, without James Harden just, you know, interrupting the chemistry of the team long term, but might not see the effects quick enough. It's unfortunate. You got to waste a thriller of a season from Kawhi right now. Here's Maxey coming around a screen, steps back. Maxey for three and knocks it home. Come on, Max. Come on,
He's on
baby.
fire.
7 triples. Put some respect on Maxey's name. I want y'all to drop Maxey in the chat, man. Put some respect on him, man. Put some respect on him. Only 1 turnover. What do y'all have to say about Maxey tonight, man? Or are the people that don't like him just going to stay quiet like normal? I'm just saying, man. Put some respect on Tyrese Maxey's name. How many points does Maxey have in his 4th quarter, man? Guys, we need 39 more likes. Don't get us there. Maxey's got 8 in the 4th quarter. I don't want to jinx it, man. I don't want to jinx it. But are the Sixers actually valuing my request? Are they actually valuing my request? I don't get why people hate Maxey. That's a fact. Shout out Tyrese Maxey, man. He's a real one. Came on Philly Take with RB before the season. Fan of the show. Friend of mine. Shout out Max. And he's a freaking MVP candidate. People aren't giving him the respect he deserves. Simple as that. People aren't giving Embiid the respect he deserves either. With Maxey and Embiid, man, that 2-man game can be dangerous. Harden made Zubats look good. Without Harden, Zubats can't get 10 points. Again, I know you're a Harden fan as well. Like, we got a bunch of Harden fans. I get it, right? I'm not saying Harden's a bad player, talent-wise. I'm saying his character, his personality. Do we not understand that? There's a reason that every team this guy goes to doesn't win. Simple as that. He definitely plays a part in that. He doesn't play the whole part, but he plays a part. Hoping this timeout, Ty Lue will wave the white flag. That'd be really nice. Like I said, Clippers have been playing very well. They've won 17 out of 21, which is why this trade is coming at a weird time, but Big three going crazy tonight. Give Barlow the max. Let's go, man. Let's go. Exclusive in the chat. What's up, man? Harden said no all-star. I'm out. Dalen, I agree, man. I've appreciated what Harden has done for Maxey and others, but it also is fair to acknowledge what his career has been and why he can't win. The closest we got to a conference finals was because of Harden. Yeah, it's just not true. That's where the fanboyism comes in. And Harden also disappears in every big Game 6 and Game 7. I'm just being honest. If you don't agree with that, then I would encourage you to go look up the numbers. Maxey step back 3 off the mark. Did Ty Lue wave the white flag with 4 minutes left? He did. Wow. Wow, he waved the white flag? Ty Lue gave up on this game that quickly? Well, that says a lot. 3 ball, and that one goes. Actually, it's going to be a deep 2 for the Clippers. They just brought in their bench unit. First off, man, I want to say shout out to the chat, man. 900 strong in here. Thank you guys for being here late at night. 470 on the like button. Hit that sub button. Welcome in. Nurse going to call timeout. He disappeared Game 6 and 7 and won us Game 1 and 3. So he pretty much did nothing is what you're saying. 2 cancels out 2 then, right? I'm just saying, man, everywhere Harden goes, he doesn't like something and then he ends up just giving up. It's just the truth, man. I'm not trying to hate on the guy. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. Anyway, man, it seems like the starters might come out here. We'll see. I mean, can't get too comfortable with this lead, but we will do the post-game show tonight, even though it's late. We will we'll do a condensed post-game show. So definitely stick around, have some things to talk about for sure. We will be back here tomorrow night as well. Sixers and Warriors. $2 super chat, Jacob. Thank you so much, man. Harden and D. Mitchell is the worst fit ever. I was just saying that a few minutes ago. I don't really see the fit with how they play, how the both of them play. So, yeah, I just don't really see it, man. I don't really see it. I put my money on James with doubts. Now I see why I had the doubts. Look, man, a lot of Clippers fans were on me for a while, saying I was a bozo and all this, and tried to tell you what was going to happen with Harden, man. He's a great individual player, but he just does not, he's not going to win. And until you see it firsthand, you may not understand it, but it's just the truth. Maxey looks like he's done for the night, barring anything crazy here. We do have to give a round of applause to Dominic Barlow. I mean, what a freaking game. A career night for Dom. Unreal, man. What a game. This is a great way to start off this West Coast trip, tell you that. Barlow still remains in with McCain, Grimes, Watford, and Bona. Watford turns, hooks one up and in. Let's go, man. Nice shot by Watford. I'm surprised that Ty Lue gave up on this game so quickly, as Miller's going to lay one up. Actually, I'm sorry, that was Cam Christie who laid one in. Jared McCain going to find Trendon Watford. Watford working, kicks out to Grimes. Grimes chucks another three, and he airballed that one. Might have grazed the rim a little bit. $2 super chat from Jacob says, I know for a fact those two will end up throwing hands. I agree. I see that happening. I see that happening too, Jacob. The moment that Harden doesn't like something or, whatever, he's just going to start nonchalantly, doing his Harden thing. The Clippers thought they were going all in, man. They did, and it blew up in their face, and I'm happy. I actually like that he's getting traded because I think the Clippers pick is going to be more valuable now in 28. I think they're headed towards eventually having to blow it up. That's the take I had in the summer that Clippers fans were so mad about. I said they should have blew it up before the season. Well, what do I know? Here they are trading Harden. Next, it'll be Kawhi in a year or so. Anyway, we'll talk more about that trade stuff tomorrow, and we'll talk about it in the post-game show, and we'll talk about it on Thursday. I've decided we are going to stream during the trade deadline because I'm getting fired up about this trade news now. So, 900 people in here. We need 22 more likes. Will we get it in the next minute? Let's see. Hopefully not. So I don't have to hit the air horn. Watford, Grimes dribbling downhill, floats it up. Bona wasn't ready for it. Now picks it up. Bona turns, kicks. Watford a three, short. Bona gets the board. 2 minutes to go. Here's Jabari Walker in for the first time. Barlow sits down. Walker floats it up, missed it. So I guess Barlow's night is done. He'll log 35 minutes in this game. Trust me, we'll be talking about Barlow for much of the postgame tonight. Here's Cam Christie, going to find, I don't even know who they just brought in now. There's Jordan Miller, steps back, mid-range, knocks it down. Man, what a night for Dominic Barlow. Honestly, I thought this was the harder game for the Sixers as Grimes goes right to the cup, up off the window and in. I thought this game would be harder. Like tomorrow night, no Curry, no Butler. I think the Sixers can honestly win that game, man. But knowing the fact that they should win it, they'll probably make it very hard tomorrow. Step back two is good for the Clippers. Yo, I mean, I got to give the Sixers some respect here, man. They're actually honoring our request to make this a non-cardiac game. Clippers shot 60% from the field tonight. Grimes goes up. He's fouled under the rim. Let's go, man. 860 in the chat. Thank you so much for being a part of this, man. I'm RB. I do this every game. We are building one of the best NBA communities out there. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet. Come back tomorrow night as well. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take this right into the post-game show after this. We'll talk about it. Play the song, says Alden. McCain better play 25 minutes tomorrow with no Embiid. I do think McCain will play more tomorrow. Joel's not going to play. Here's Sanders driving downhill, goes all the way, blocked by Bona. There's number 2. There's the second block by Bona. Does it every game. Grimes lays it up and a goaltend. Yes, sir. Sixers are going to be above 500 by 7 games for the first time this season. Sixers are going to be 7 games above 500. Here's the drive, the kick, 3-ball, no good. That is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's freaking go, man. Appreciate everything you do, RB. This is a great community. Anthony, shout out to you, my man. Guys, make sure you follow us on all social medias, man. Mods, drop the link tree in the chat. Thank you all for being in here with me. 12:30 a.m. I'm fired up. Big Sixers win, man. This was a big, big win. This was a big win to start off the West Coast trip. First of a back-to-back. And the Sixers are going to win it 128-113. They will advance to 28-21. We'll have the post-game coming up here in a few minutes, a condensed post-game for that. But ladies and gentlemen, play the song! Woo!
He's on fire!
Sure. Woo! Wake him up! Yeah, man, this was a good win. This was a good win. We are at 499 likes. If we get one more, we'll run the song back. But once again, I want to say thanks to everybody being in here so late with your boy. Get ready. This is how the next week's going to be. Y'all are the best. Shout out to the community. Appreciate you. Make sure you're following us everywhere. Turn on those notifications. Don't go anywhere. Post-game live coming up. We have a few main things to talk about in this game. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes. Not our normal, 10-minute break before the post-game. We'll be back in a shorter time. But we do have to talk about this game. And we did hit 500. So we got to run it back, man. Screw the neighbors. Play the damn song, man. Let's go. Drop the dubs in the chat.
He's on fire!
Let's go, man. Smiley says neighbors cranky tonight. That is a fact. Shout out to the members, the mods. Y'all have been amazing in here tonight. I never take any of it for granted, man. Every single game, you guys show up and you do your thing. So shout out to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, post-game live coming up. We'll keep it short, sweet, and simple. Don't go anywhere. Got a few things to talk about. And, yeah, Sixers get a win. 28-21 on the campaign. How do we feel? Also, James Harden getting ready to be traded. Give a few thoughts on that. And we'll break it all down. RB saw one game of Barlow in the season opener and called all of this. That is a fact, man. I've been on the Barlow train from the jump. I saw it in freaking training camp, man. I've been screaming for years. The Sixers need a power forward like Dominic Barlow. He's had a little bit of a rocky last month, but Dominic Barlow has been on fire tonight. The Dominic Barlow game, we will call it. Many years ago, it was the Shake Milton game against the Clippers. This time it is the Dominic Barlow game. And he's exactly what the Sixers need next to Joel Embiid. All right, man. We will talk about all of it and more coming up here in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Let me know in the chat. What do you think about the trade deadline? What do you think the Sixers need? How do you feel at 28-21? Matter of fact, let me put a poll in the chat. Is this Sixers team turning the corner? Yes or no? Poll is in the chat. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Sixers Postgame Live coming up. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to the 76ers Postgame live show here on a late Monday night, now Tuesday morning. First game of a 5-game West Coast trip. It is the first of a back-to-back. The game that we thought would be a lot harder. The game that we thought would be a battle, a fight against Kawhi Leonard and the LA Clippers down James Harden. But boy, we didn't know what we had in store with James Harden. We will talk about that in a little bit. This is the Sixers postgame live show presented by Sleeper. Now, obviously, it is very late for us East Coast viewers. The chat's been amazing tonight. Make sure you tune in every game with us. And if you are listening back on this in the morning and you're like, okay, let me check in what the heck happened with the Sixers. Boy, did you miss a special performance. Who do you think I'm going to say? Joel? No. Maxey? No. VJ? No. Kelly? No. You guessed it. Dominic Barlow. Boy, we are going to talk about Dominic Barlow, but give me your thoughts in the chat. I just want y'all to know for the next, 4 or 5 games, we're going to keep it short, sweet, and simple, right? With how late it is and all that stuff. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Follow us on audio platforms and, share, review our Apple Podcast, Spotify, all that good stuff, okay? Follow us everywhere. Listen, man, here's what happened tonight. The 76ers were possessed by the Dominic Barlow game many years ago in LA against Doc Rivers and the Clippers. It was the Shake Milton game. Remember that? The outlier, just the unbelievable knockdown shot after shot after shot after shot. I forget how many points he had in that game. I think it was close to 40. Shake Milton, the Shake Milton game, literally one game that defined his career. Well, tonight was the Dominic Barlow game. Now, I have been talking about this guy since training camp. Literally from the first day of training camp, I said, yeah, Dominic Barlow has something. This is a guy who embodies a lot of the things that I have said I want to see next to Joel Embiid for years. The Sixers have neglected the true power forward position. I always say they need a guy who can get gritty on the glass, can knock down some threes, can play elite defense in the paint. A guy that can guard multiple positions. Sorry, it's late. They need a guy that can guard multiple positions in the paint against, 5s and 4s and 3s. Just a guy that can take a lot of the burden off of Joel Embiid's shoulders, especially on the defensive end, especially on the rebounding. Dominic Barlow, to me, has shown every bit of that and more. He's had a bit of a rocky month now, right? Because he continues to get into foul trouble. Then he was coming off the bench. But I'm here to say that Barlow needs to start no matter what. Because what he did tonight shows every bit, resembles every bit of what he can be for this team. And that is the perfect power forward. Dominic Barlow can be the perfect power forward for this team. He might be the best two-way signing this team has ever made. 26 points, a new career high, 10 of 16 from the field, 16 rebounds. He had 10 on the offensive glass, 2 steals and a block. If you missed this game tonight because you went to sleep, you missed an absolute Dominic Barlow masterclass. This guy is incredible. They better convert him tonight. Don't even wait until the morning. Convert him tonight. He deserves it, and eventually he's going to get paid, man. What a freaking guy, man. What a player. What a player, man. My favorite part about Dominic Barlow, he had 7 boards in the first. He had 6 in the third. He had every second chance point. The Sixers obliterated the Clippers on the glass and on the second chance. And we've been talking about Drummond. Why don't they play Drummond on the boards? Well, guess what? Barlow did his thing tonight. This guy was every bit and more of what they needed. Joel lacking a little bit on the glass. No worries. Dominic Barlow has it. Joel lacking inside against Zubats a little bit. Some of these guards, driving in after the Sixers try to double team a guy on the perimeter. Leaves a wide open floater in the mid-range. No worries. Dominic Barlow has it. His effort, his intensity, his ability to continue plays, I mean, the way he can just like pick things up on the defensive end, and he just never gives up on a play. And a lot of the things that we've griped about with this Sixers team, even as of late, a lot of the things we have picked apart with this Sixers team, Barlow does all of them well. And I hope that he continues to get more opportunity, because he usually gets taken out later in games. I still never understand that. But today, they gave him that reign, and look what he did. And I thought the 1 3-pointer he shot that he knocked down actually looked a lot better. So his form's getting better. He's still in his early 20s, man. This guy is a hidden gem. So anyway, if you missed this game, it was indeed the Dominic Barlow game. Now, I want to give credit to Tyrese Maxey as well. I said in the pregame show, Maxey needed to come out and set the tone tonight. I knew Joel Embiid would have a little bit of trouble going up against Ivica Zubac coming off a 20-rebound game. And it was indeed Tyrese Maxey that came out. He hit 4 threes in the first quarter. He hit 16 buckets, 16 points in the first quarter. And he completely gave the Sixers the cushion they needed, and they just never looked back. There were times where, you know, it went from like a 20-something point lead down to a 11 or 10 or 9. And you thought the Clippers might be inching back. But even though the Clippers continued to stay up to par on the offensive end, we talked about it in the pregame, saying that their defense has just not been up to where they needed to be this year. There's a lot of different reasons for that. And Kawhi Leonard was giving it his everything. I mean, we've talked a lot about Dr. Jonathan Glassell as it relates to Joel Embiid. Well, how about Kawhi Leonard? I mean, Dr. Johnny deserves to be in the Hall of Fame at this point, because he's got Kawhi and Joel playing this way after both of them thought they will never be the same player again. So Kawhi Leonard gave it his all, 29 points, but it simply was not enough. They got 21 off the bench from a guy named Jordan Miller, but Clippers didn't just have enough tonight, and we'll talk about why as well. But I thought Maxey set the tone. I thought he had a couple big shots. He had a big 3 in the fourth quarter to make it happen. You look at Joel Embiid, he only had, like 8 points at halftime. VJ Edgecombe went 1 of 11 in this game, 1 of 8 from 3. I still feel like VJ is like hitting that second rookie wall now. He's had like a very like phased kind of season. And VJ Edgecombe is just, he's not in his groove right now at all. Now, he did have 7 dimes. I respect the fact that he's contributing other ways, but there's so many times where VJ's like spotting up in the corner and they find him with a good look and he just can't knock it down. So at that point, you got to do something. You got to do something to get yourself going. And he just doesn't look that confident offensively. Now, with Paul George out, they're going to need him to be that guy. They're going to need him to take those reps, especially off the bench. But I thought Nick Nurse tonight did a wonderful job with the rotations. I think he deserves a lot of credit. Once again, he's still staggering Maxey and Embiid the entire game, not having any time where both of them come off the floor. But it was one other adjustment, in my opinion, that made the difference tonight. And I know it doesn't seem like it because Kawhi had 30. But Nick Nurse deciding to double team Kawhi off the rip. And I'm sorry, he had 29, not 30. But Nick Nurse deciding to double team Kawhi Leonard off the rip made all the difference in the world. And Kawhi ended up getting going, and in that third quarter, in that fourth quarter, I mean, he's just hitting ridiculous shots. There was a time where they double-teamed him way beyond the perimeter. He spins off an Oubre, lateral shuffle. He drives by Bona. He gets fouled. Kawhi is just that good. If there's any coach that knows how to stop him, it should be Nick Nurse. But even he couldn't stop him. But I like the fact that Nurse doubled Kawhi off the rip. Now, I didn't think they should have done it the entire game because the Clippers were making adjustments. They were, finding that short cutter into the nail and, easy wide open floater, right? They would have a guy at the dunker spot waiting. Joel would get caught in between and they would have an easy bucket. So the Sixers had to readjust, but I like that they went at Kawhi early. They were getting him off his game. He did not get going until later in this game. And I credit that to Nurse. If Kawhi would have came out with 15 in a row to start the game, he might have gone for 60 tonight. So I really do like that from Nurse. I like how he was attentive. Anytime the Clippers went on a run, there was a time where they cut it down to 14. There was another time they cut it down to 11. And once they got there, Nurse did not hesitate to call a timeout. So I really do like the way Nick Nurse coached this game tonight. And the crazy part is that Joel Embiid and VJ Edgecombe really did not play well tonight. I know Joel had 24, 5 boards, 3 assists. He didn't have one of those efficient Joel games that we have seen recently. And VJ was pretty bad. I mean, he got benched at the end of the game for Quentin Grimes, and we'll talk about Grimes in a second, but even without those two playing good, or, even with those two playing bad, the Sixers still dominated this basketball game. And I really feel like it was the efforts of Dominic Barlow who put them over the top. Like, we can already do the player of the game. The player of the game, I don't even have to ask the chat tonight. It is Dominic Barlow, and he is finally getting his first MVP of the year. I mean, 10 offensive rebounds. He was literally everywhere. He was a pain in the butt for Ivica Zubac. And there were times, a lot of times in this game, where the Clippers went two bigs. They were spacing out Brook Lopez. They had Zubac. They had more size. They had Kawhi. And these guys could not handle Dominic Barlow. I cannot say, I cannot stress enough how good Dominic Barlow was in this game at all the little things, all the things that make you a competitor, all the things that, put that fire in you as an athlete, all the things that you have to compensate for when you're not the best athlete in the gym, on the floor, all those little things that give you an edge, all the things that we want to see from this team that have not given them an edge over the years. It's like Barlow bottled it all up in a jar tonight and just showed us exactly what it can look like. I mean, 26 and 16, man. Just incredible work. Incredible. Also got to give a shout out to Quentin Grimes tonight. 14 points off the bench in 28 minutes. He was playing near the end of the game for VJ Edgecombe. He had 2 triples. Quentin Grimes had a posterizer dunk in this game. He went up and he posterized John Collins in the second quarter. Came out of nowhere. He just elevated and threw down one hand. It's almost like Grimes needed that resurrection. Grimes has been struggling mightily shooting the ball. And it's almost like he needed that confidence boost. And you just saw his energy change. And then he hits a couple threes and he's just playing better, making better decisions, not smoking a wide open layup. So I thought Grimes was really, really good tonight. Of course, you had a Dembona for his 2 blocks that he has every single game. Outside of that, still looks very rusty. I do not think that Drummond should be sitting the entire game. Sorry, I just saw another James Harden update, so I just wanted to see. Apparently, the Cavs want the Clippers to attach a pick with James Harden to get Darius Garland, so that's kind of holding up the trade right now. But anyway, I think we should talk about that. I just want to highlight a few team stats, and then we'll talk about James Harden real quick. Sixers, 44% from 3. Now, what's really crazy is the Clippers shot 60% from the field. 60% is wild to lose a game by 15. And I thought Ty Lue kind of gave up too quickly with 4 minutes to go. He waved the white flag. I thought that was very curious. Again, coming into this game, I was very concerned about winning this game. I did pick the Sixers to win 114-110. I said Maxey would lead with 32. But I did not think that this would be easy by any means. And for once, they actually valued our request at halftime. And it was not a cardiac game. Now, the Sixers did do the third quarter thing. They ended up picking it up at the end of the third. They scored 28 in the third, so it was 34-28. It wasn't as bad as it was for most of the quarter. Sixers had like 18 for most of the third. And, again, I don't know what they need to do at halftime to avoid that. I've given multiple solutions in my opinion. Who knows what works and what doesn't, but they have to fix the third quarter issue. But what I will say is that they were persistent. They stuck on it. And it's crazy that the Clippers shot 60% from the field in this game and lost by 15. And the Sixers actually made it pretty easy. And now you look at a game like tomorrow night where they're playing the Warriors without Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. And you're like, okay, they should win that game, right? Now, knowing the Sixers, they're probably going to make it very hard. But we'll see. This was a big win tonight. And also, I've been talking a lot about how the Sixers take care of the ball. They only had 6 turnovers tonight. Clippers have been a pretty good defensive team as of late. Now, their defense is pretty bad overall in the season, but that's because they started like 4-20. And I thought the Sixers did a really good job taking care of the ball. There were times where the Clippers were poking it away or they're, hacking. A lot of fouls in this game, a lot of whining from Zubats and a couple others. But Sixers did a good job moving the ball. There was a lot of possessions I can think of that had, 4 or 5 swing passes resulting in a wide open 3 from Kelly Oubre or, VJ Edgecombe or whoever it was. And they had 31 assists on 45 field goals. So just very good ball movement tonight. They went 95% from the line. I mean, even that can change a game, right? 21 of 22 for the Sixers. Clippers went 12 of 20. There's another difference right there. But nonetheless, Sixers capitalized off turnovers. I thought they were great in transition. I thought they capitalized on opportunities when they were given. And just from the first, 7 minutes of the game, right? They were 7 of 13 from the field. And I said it on the live show in the first quarter. The Sixers had a different level of intensity in this game than they have had against the Kings and the Pelicans and teams like that as of late. So I think it's fair to say at this point that the Sixers just play down to competition and then they play up. And I know the Clippers are under 500, but again, they had won 17 out of their last 21 coming into this game. Like they were red hot. And the Sixers beat them down. Now, I am going to talk for a few minutes here about the James Harden trade. Welcome into the Postgame live show. Thanks for tuning in. If you are here, I have some things to say about the James Harden trade because despite winning 17 out of the last 21 games, you would think, okay, the Clippers are coming together. Things are, getting figured out. But as I said during the show, in pure James Harden fashion, he is now quitting on yet another team. And it is not finalized. It is not done yet. It seems like they're kind of in the final stages. So we'll talk about the latest updates and I'll give my thoughts on the James Harden stuff. But before we do that, got to go ahead and give one more shout out to our great partners over at Sleeper. Ladies and gentlemen, check out Sleeper. Download the Sleeper app. Sign up using our code PhillyTake and get a 100% deposit match up to $100 over on the Sleeper app. Now, every game we make our picks. Let's see how we did tonight. We had Kawhi Leonard over 26.5. He hits it with 29. Zubats, we had over 11.5 boards. He finishes with 9, so he went a bit under. We had Maxey over 25.5 points. He goes for 29. So Maxey hits the over. And then we had Grimes over 1.5 threes, and Grimes goes for 2. So 3 out of 4 on the night. I'd say that's pretty successful. And if you think you can make the picks like your guy RB, check them out. Download the Sleeper app. Use the code PhillyTake. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. It is your boy RB money. You can also get a free $20 entry on the Sleeper app right now. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Operational in over 25 states. Please gamble responsibly. So we hit the money pick. And speaking of the money pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers apparently want the Clippers to attach a pick with James Harden to get Darius Garland. So anyway, during this game, we get almost like a similar notification to what we got last year out of nowhere, right? Last year out of nowhere, Luka Doncic traded. Whoa, what? We thought the trade deadline was going to be slow this year. Well, out of nowhere, right? We're getting a lot of Giannis rumors. It feels like that has been kind of, clogging up the trade deadline. And we get a notification saying that the Clippers and Cavaliers are in deep talks to trade James Harden to the Cavaliers. So my thoughts on this are, first off, thinking of it from a Sixers perspective, that draft pick that the Sixers have via the Clippers, unprotected 2028 first, as well as a 2029 first round pick swap, are going to be very valuable. And back in July of 2025, this past offseason, I put out a reel and a tweet everywhere, and I said, the Clippers are about to strike gold for the 76ers. And there were over 400 comments from Clippers fans who called me every name in the book, said Sixers fans were insane, that they would never tank, that they would never get rid of James Harden or Kawhi Leonard because they have a new stadium and their owner and this and that. Well, here's step number one. And I just think it's pretty comical because, again, I don't want to just sit here and hate on James Harden and his fans, and like his weird cult-like fan base is just very strange. But the Clippers have been playing really good. Now, do I think they're a contender in the West? Absolutely not. And what I think is going on here is that James Harden probably went to the Clippers and said, hey, I want a contract extension. I want more money. I want this. I want that. And they probably said, James, that's not going to win us a championship. And it's funny because James Harden was out tonight with personal reasons, just like he was out yesterday with personal reasons. You know what that equates to? I quit again. James Harden quit on another team. That's what I think happened. Do I think the Clippers wanted to trade James Harden? No. I don't think Steve Ballmer wanted to do that midseason. They have won 17 of their last 21, now 17 of 22. James Harden, and it will probably come out. And again, I'm not speaking on any facts that have come out. I'm just saying, you're going to see it because Sixer fans went through it, and Rockets fans went through it, and Nets fans went through it. He's a great individual player, but he probably got mad about something, and he said, trade me. Now, again, just from a trade perspective, I understand why the Cavs would want to do it. They've been underwhelming this year. Now they are in the second apron. I think it's going to pose some, pure financial threats. Now maybe they can move guys around. They looks like they're going to trade Darius Garland. I get why the Cavs want to do it because they lost as the number one seed last year. They got beaten up by the Pacers. Personally, do I see the fit with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell? Not really. I think you can try to sell me on it, but come playoff time, both those guys need the ball in their hands. I think Donovan Mitchell's a special player, and I think James Harden is going to disappear in the playoffs like he always does. He's accomplished some great things. I just don't think he's ever going to win until he completely changes the way he plays, and also his attitude. I mean, once James Harden doesn't like something in Cleveland, is he going to request a trade from there too? He has requested a trade 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4. How many guys in the history of the league have requested a trade 4 times and sat out from their team for personal reasons? I'm just being honest, man. Not sitting here trying to hate on the postgame show. I'm just giving you my instant thoughts and my instant reactions. And my instant thoughts are, first off, again, it's going to work out good for the Sixers because once the Clippers trade him away, I don't think Darius Garland this year is going to make the Clippers better. I think they're going to trend down before they trend up. And if the Clippers were smart, they would have done what I said before the season, and they would have blown it up to get a bunch of draft capital. Now the Cavaliers want the Clippers to attach draft capital to get rid of James Harden. See how that works? So that pick and that pick swap that the Sixers own are becoming more valuable by the day. I said that. My take is aging like fine wine. All of ours is. That said that. But on top of that, I would say to Clippers fans out there who are probably mad about this tonight, it will get better for you in the long term. I don't think having Harden, I mean, again, he's a very good player on the floor, but having him in that organization is going to just prevent you from winning. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I just have to speak the truth. I have to speak the truth. Now, if it comes out that the Clippers just wanted to trade him anyway, then I will admit I'm wrong. But why would a team that has won 17 out of 21 games want to trade their second best player? Why? Just asking a question. Anyway, I think this trade deadline is going to get very spicy now. I was kind of debating back and forth on whether to stream the trade deadline on Thursday because, Sixers play at 10 p.m. at night, and it didn't seem like there was a lot of smoke going on. But now with this James Harden thing, I think Giannis is going to get moved. I think there's a lot of up in the air these next couple of days, and it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. So anyway, man, With that being said, that's really my take on this game tonight. That's how I feel. The Sixers had 5 guys go into double digits. They beat down the Clippers, who, are probably demoralized from what's going on with their team right now. But I really don't care. Sixers got a big win, and for the first time this season, they are 7 games above 500. And it was the Dominic Barlow game that sparked it all. Even on a night where Joel didn't play his best and VJ didn't play well, it was Dominic Barlow who showed every single reason why he should be the starting power forward of this team. They need to not only convert him tonight, they should do it before we get off this show. He should already be converted. And Dominic Barlow should be signed to an extension. Get this guy low while you can get him. Give him the contract now before his price goes up, because he is that good. Now he needs to develop that shot. Looked a lot better tonight. It's got to keep working on it, right? But everything else this guy does is very, very winning-like. So that's how I feel. All right, we'll read a few comments in the chat, and then we will wrap this up. Like I said, quick, sweet, short, and simple in the post-game shows for this week. Let's see. Dalen says Sixers should go all in. I do think the Sixers should try to put their team in the best position to win this year. I think the East is wide open. You can't turn down any opportunity. Can't just try to duck the tax. I think the Sixers have to go all in and win. And I will say, I said that this would be a night where the Sixers would feel the impact of not having Paul George. And I do think they felt that, right? I think PG would have defended Kawhi better. But I still want to see it against some of these other teams. Like, I think the Sixers are going to miss his defensive presence. So we'll see if they can stay afloat. Joseph says VJ is off the table, not going to trade him. Busy B says we're not trading VJ. Cool J says things are heating up. Joseph says we have chemistry. Morey should not F it up. Let's see. Warriors are next. Let's see if we can make it a 5-game winning streak, says Cool J. That is crazy, man. The Sixers have won 4 in a row. It almost doesn't feel like it, man. It does not feel like the Sixers have won 4 in a row because they squeaked by the Kings and the Pelicans, but got to take what you can get. It is a long season. BJ has great character, and he seems like he brings great energy to the team. Yeah, I just don't see the Sixers doing the Giannis trade unless it got to the point. Now, Giannis did say earlier, or he didn't say, but the reports are that Giannis wants to go to a bit of a younger core type of team and not be on a team like the Warriors where everybody's old. At this point, Giannis is just tanking his value so much, or his agent, whoever it is, that maybe there is not going to be a lot of haul for a Giannis trade. And if it got to a point where you could offer, let's say, PG Grimes or PG McCain and a couple picks, I mean, would you do that? I mean, if it ever got to that point, and maybe you look at the Clippers picks now and say, yeah, they're a lot more valuable, well, then you have a serious decision to make, honestly. But I don't think that's going to happen. Why would the Bucks want to take on Paul George's contract? The fact of the matter is they don't. What the Bucks are looking for is a prime premier young player as well as draft capital. Sixers can offer that, but the question is, would you be willing to give up VJ Edgecombe and a couple draft picks? That is probably the minimum for Giannis. Busy B says Knicks do not have what it takes to get Giannis. No, they don't. And the Knicks are not getting Giannis unless they get very big help from a third team. I could see the Timberwolves getting involved. That would be nice for the Sixers to get kind of ricocheted in and they get like a Jaden McDaniels or someone like that. But who knows? Who knows? First off, shout out to everybody still in this post game. I can't believe you guys are still here, man. This is the best community in the world. I thank all of you. It is 1:30 in the morning. Incredible. Incredible. Apparently, Kawhi Leonard just commented on the James Harden rumor as well. Let's see what Kawhi had to say about the situation. Kawhi Leonard on the James Harden trade request, quote, I have no comment. I respect his decision or whoever's decision it is. That's it. He's still going to be my boy. I trust our front office. Well, I respect Kawhi not getting into it. But I have to say, man, I was right again about James Harden. League sources told Clutch Points that tonight's news was brought forth by James Harden and his camp. The Clippers were stunned to find out about him wanting out. I mean, my takes are just aging like fine wine, man. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, man. It's like Clippers fans, listen. If you're in here, listen. We went through this. It's almost like you dated a girl and she cheated on you multiple times. And then she went to your boy and you told your boy, listen, man, here's what's going to happen. And he said, nah, man, different situation. She's a changed woman. And you're like, listen, man, I went through this firsthand. And he just had blind delusion to it. That's what this situation reminds me of. Sixer fans went through this. So did Nets fans. So did Rockets fans. I'm telling you, man, it's going to come out tomorrow that James Harden out of nowhere got mad about something and requested a trade on a team that had won 17 out of their last 21 games. Just being honest, man. Just being honest. Lionel says, we enjoy your content, RB. Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Harden just wants the money now. That's what he's always wanted, man. That's what he's always wanted. Listen, man, I like it, though. Make that 2028, 2029 pick better. Make those picks better. Beer Batter Gummy Shark says he can fix her. Exactly. I don't think it's going to end that well for the Cavs. I understand why they're trying to do it because they don't want to be irrelevant and they want to make a push, but I don't think this is the right move. Just being honest, I think someone earlier said Mitchell and Harden are going to throw hands. I think it's true. I think it's true, man. Listen, guys, I really appreciate everybody being here. We will be back tomorrow night or tonight, I guess, right? Later today, tonight. So I will see you all as the Sixers will take on the Golden State Warriors. Hold on. We have a $2 super chat from Nick Marchetti. Nick, what's going on, man? I saw that he asked for a 2-year, $80 million extension. There you go. There you go. Is that confirmed? Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that report that you're talking about. Whose page is that on? Whose page is that on? Let's see. James Harden wanted a 2-year, $80 million extension from the Clippers. They weren't interested in giving it to him. The Clippers have long been prioritizing their cap space heading into the summer of 2027, and were not willing to give players deals beyond the 26-27 season. Harden, who turns 37 in August, had been hoping to secure a 2-year fully guaranteed deal. This guy does the same thing every time, bro. This guy does the same thing every time. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. It's unbelievable. Anyway, man, that's where we're at. Chat, I appreciate y'all, man. It's like the same thing. It's like deja vu. It's the same thing that happened with the 76ers, man. It's the same thing. Oh, man. All right. $2 super chat from Joseph D'Souza. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate y'all in the chat. It has been a wild night as usual, but like I said, we'll be back later today, tonight, as the Sixers take on the Warriors. Shout out to the Mod Squad. I want to give a shout out to Busy B in the chat, who is still here rocking with us. Shout out to our great mod Busy. I think our boy Dom dipped out earlier. Cool J's been in here, man. Beer Batter, Gummy Shark, all the people that have been rocking with us tonight. Joseph, thank you so much. $2 super chat says, what are your thoughts on Sadiq Bey? I would take him up in a heartbeat, man. Obviously, like I said, I watched most of his Villanova games. I feel like he's been in some rocky situations throughout his career, but this year he's hooping, man. He is hooping. He's on a $6 million contract. I mean, it would be a perfect value get. Have him under contract next year as well. I don't think that the Sixers are going to get him, but I would love it. I think he would be the perfect forward. You know, brings a little bit of everything: toughness, defense, shooting, dribble drive, creation ability. You know, we put out a post with our top targets. He's on there, man. Especially after the way he cooked the Sixers the other night, man. Especially after the way that he cooked the Sixers, man. Sadiq Bey is having a big year. I would go scoop him up right now. But we'll see, man. Exclusive. Appreciate you, man. Shazy in the chat. Let's go. Fredo says that now it's time for sleep. You know it, man. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here, man. Post-game shows will be up on all platforms and all of our other content as well. Make sure you follow us everywhere. 1:30 a.m., man. Hope y'all sleep well. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take it easy, man. Sixers get the win. 128-113 over the Clippers. They advance to 28-21 of the season. James Harden has done it again with another trade request. And we just laugh our ways to the bank, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.